A lot of us are living in tough times right now, and we want you to know Cory's Point S is always here for you. If you need tires, a large repair, or routine vehicle maintenance, our certified technicians know just what to do. And if cash is tight, we get it. We have easy financing with as low as 0% interest. At Cory's Point S, you, our customer, are always number one. In good times and bad, locally owned Cory's Point S Tire and Auto Service is always here to serve you, with 2 Rapid City locations.
If you want to be your best, stand apart from all the rest. We're the ones to see at Bshp Cutco.
Bshp Cutco, Rapid City's newest men's salon, offers a salon experience in a barbershop-style environment. Located at 623 St. Joseph Street, downtown Rapid City. BSharpCut.com. The holidays are finally here, but with money being tight and higher prices everywhere, it has made it difficult to save up for the season. Liberty Tax understands times are tough, and we want to help you bring joy to your family. Starting December 11th, you can apply for a holiday advance loan from $200 to $1,200 from Liberty Tax, so that you can prepare that delicious holiday feast, shop for those special gifts, and celebrate the season by making memories that last. Visit any of the Rapid City Liberty Tax locations, or go online to libertytax.com to apply for a holiday advance loan of up to $1,200. The process is quick and easy, and no W-2s are needed. Restrictions may apply. From all of us at Liberty Tax, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Get some distance and take a trip on the fly with Rapid City Regional Airport. Non-stop options include some of the most popular destinations in the country, like Dallas, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and more, with other adventures just a connection away. Make the most of your vacation time. Book your direct flight from Rapid City Regional Airport. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final few hours of the 2023 calendar year. This is Rapid City Rush pregame. I'm Drew Blevins. Glad to have you with us here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Tonight, the Rapid City Rush are looking for that all-coveted new start to a new portion of their season. A win tonight for the Rush means they'll be back to Hockey 500 at 14-14-2. It means potentially they could be as high as third in the Mountain Division moving into a series in Tulsa next week that will certainly determine who will have the stranglehold on that positioning. But a chance for your 6th straight win here in front of the home crowd tonight, a chance for your 2nd consecutive home sweep of an opponent of a 3-game variety here at the Monument. And it's just a really good atmosphere on glow-in-the-dark New Year's Eve night presented by our friends at Dakota Barricade. For the Rapid City Rush, it only took 2 minutes and 47 seconds to score 3 goals. That would be the only offense for the Rush all game long there in the middle of the first period. They wouldn't need anything else as Matt Radomski had a banner performance as he turned away 37 of 39 yesterday. I really enjoyed his play, but I also enjoyed the play of the Rush. It was a bend but don't break mentality at times. The penalty kill was staunch and prevented Iowa from scoring on all 3 of their power play chances. And now you find yourself in that spot again, can get back to 500, and it almost seems to be poetic justice for a Rush group that has suffered from some catastrophic bounces on the penalty kill and some rough goals against that have ultimately determined hockey games that now, on this New Year's Eve, they would be able to head into 2024 at 500 and starting to put some pressure on the league's elite. The Rush do get the services of Nick Parody in the lineup here this evening. Parody will make his ECHL debut should he dress. We're still awaiting the official lineup determination from head coach Scott Burton, assistant coach Peter Dco. Mason McCarty was also moved to the active roster earlier today. Riley Janelle and Ty Enns are inactive this evening for the Rapid City Rush. Chris Perner remains on the injured reserve list, as well as does Jason Pulaski. So that'll take care of the roster for the Rapid City Rush going into today's game. But the strategy, undoubtedly the Rush want to be a little bit sharper and consistent on offense But you're also going to believe that with the defensive effort you've had over the last 2 nights, 3 goals is enough to win this hockey game. Peter Dco and his 9-for-9 penalty kill over the last 2 games have been fantastic. We caught up with him prior to tonight's game. You'll hear his comments next. Like hockey, life is a full contact sport. When you get knocked down, ProMotion PT and the Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your team to pick you up and get you back in the game. We have the largest physical therapy group in the Black Hills with the expertise and knowledge to get you moving again. Whether you're returning to sports, work, or whatever you love to do. ProMotion Physical Therapy treats all orthopedic injuries with specialists certified to treat your condition. Don't let anything stop you from enjoying hockey or any other activity you love. ProMotion Physical Therapy at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your partner in physical wellness. With 3 clinics in Rapid City, we are committed to moving you. Call ProMotion PT at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center and get back in the game. Get some distance and take a trip on the fly with Rapid City Regional Airport. Non-stop options include some of the most popular destinations in the country, like Dallas, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and more, with other adventures just a connection away. Make the most of your vacation time. Book your direct flight from Rapid City Regional Airport.
The holidays are finally here, but with money being tight and higher prices everywhere, it has made it difficult to save up for the season. Liberty Tax understands times are tough, and we want to help you bring joy to your family. Starting December 11th, you can apply for a holiday advance loan from $200 to $1,200 from Liberty Tax so that you can prepare that delicious holiday feast, shop for those special gifts, and celebrate the season by making memories that last. Visit any of the Rapid City Liberty Tax locations or go online to libertytax.com to apply for a holiday advance loan of up to $1,200. The process is quick and easy, and no W-2s are needed. Restrictions may apply. From all of us at Liberty Tax, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. The Box Elder Events Center is now open and booking your events. From intimate gatherings to championship games, the Box is flexible to the ideas and inspiration of your event. With over 60,000 square feet of space, DMX audio-visual capabilities, equipment for turnkey sporting competitions, and a world-class banquet and catering team, our space is your space for an incredible tournament, reception, or convention. Connected to the Courtyard by Marriott behind Watiki Indoor Water Park. Think inside the box.
We welcome you back to Rapid City Rush pregame. Drew Blevins joined by the assistant coach of the Rapid City Rush, Peter Dco. Peter, a little bit of a weird game yesterday. You scored 3 goals in 2 minutes and 47 seconds. The scoring in the entire game is done in under 7 minutes, and then you have to defend in the second and third period. How do you react to a game that takes that type of game flow?
Yeah, it was definitely different. Like you said, the goals came in bunches yesterday. The main thing for us is that we got it done, and those 7 to 10 minutes, we really dug deep and found a way and came back from a 2-0 deficit and ended up winning the hockey game.
It has to be a great point of personal pride for you to see the penalty kill show up in big ways over the course of the last 2 games. This was the top half Iowa power play coming into the weekend. You've stopped them on all 9 attempts so far. What's been the key to getting that penalty kill working as efficiently as they have?
Yeah, I think just getting back to what worked for us, getting back to our bread and butter, working hard, doing our jobs as individuals, which ultimately does the job as a PK unit and as a team.
And it's big because now you find yourself in a position that you win tonight. You're back to Hockey 500. You very well could overtake Tulsa for 3rd position in the Mountain Division, knowing that you're going on the road to face them in Tulsa next week. Coach Burt yesterday told us about it was important to put yourself in a spot to be successful. And now you're here. How do the expectations change for the group, understanding that you're no longer pushing for a playoff spot, but you're in the hunt and trying to really climb that standings ladder?
Yeah, I mean, winning's contagious, and I think our guys are getting a taste of that, understanding that, as we get deeper and deeper into the season here, and, we're working in practice, we're working in the games, we're preparing, and it's translating and showing in our work and our efficiency on the ice here in our past couple games.
You do get a couple of new faces that are making their way into the Rush lineup. You have defenseman Nick Parody, who was called up from Fayetteville in the SPHL. You also have Mason McCarty, who was acquired in that trade from Reading. They're both active, understanding that you're going to dress 20 in warm-up. What is it about those two new guys, and what do you look for when new guys come into the lineup and how they can immediately be impactful?
Yeah, Mason's been around. He played here a number of years ago. He's been around the pro game for a while. We know what we're getting with him. He's a tenacious guy. He can score goals. Had a great junior career and has had a great pro career as well. Yeah, Nick's coming up from Fayetteville, like you said. We're real short right now on the back end with some injuries and some call-ups, so Nick's going to come in and do a job for us here.
And lastly, I want to talk about what's on the table in this game, a chance to win your 6th straight at home after losing the first 8 of the season at home, and also the opportunity for your 2nd consecutive home sweep. Big, energetic crowds here. How has the team been able to feed off of that, and how do you turn that into success once again here this evening?
Yeah, crowds have been great. A lot of people in the stands here this home stretch, and it's been great. The boys feed off of it. You know, we can hear them going, especially when, we're playing hockey the right way. It all just feeds into each other. It's a great thing. So, yeah, we definitely want to finish it off here tonight and play our game, and results should follow.
All the best this evening, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks, Drew.
He's Peter Dco, the assistant coach of the Rapid City Rush. We'll be right back after these messages with more Rush pregame.
The Western Legacy Foundation administers youth scholarships and grant programs to benefit communities in our region and organizations that support the rural agriculture industry through miscellaneous events such as Rush Jersey Foundations, legacy gifting, memberships, and individual events. New members are welcome as it is the majority source of funding for community investments. Become a part of the largest Western Legacy group in the Upper Midwest to network and make a large impact. Join today at westernlegacyfoundation.com.
In uncertain times, you want a job or a career that isn't. Job security and a friendly employee-focused work environment is waiting for you at West Hills Village. We offer competitive wages, tuition reimbursement to advance your education, and an excellent benefit package. And all employees have access to the West Hills Village amenities. West Hills Village is currently seeking a variety of positions, including dietary aid, housekeeping, and evening CNA, which we will train. This is your opportunity right here, right now at West Hills Village. Apply online now at westhillsvillage.com.
There are only a few things that are predictable in life, and South Dakota weather is not one of them. Make sure your heating and cooling systems are always ready to go, as either may be needed at any given time 10 and leave you an ice block. Our top-notch technicians will also come out and fix your system should it fail during those tough times, so don't worry about that. We work on forced air, heat pump, mini-split, and boiler systems. So give Evolution Heating and Cooling a call today at 605-393-9804 to schedule your appointment, or check out our website, evolution.com. We welcome you back inside the Monument Ice Arena here in Rapid City, South Dakota on glow-in-the-dark New Year's Eve night, presented by Dakota Barricade. You're going to get some unbelievable views here tonight. Rapid City is wearing specialty glow-in-the-dark uniforms tonight, and you will see the red batons courtesy of our friends at Veteran Painting and Veteran Roofing. First 2,500 in the barn got those tonight, and they are going to light up the joint here this evening. No changes to the lineup tonight for the Iowa Heartlanders, as Joe Exter and Derek Damon are forced to go with the same group, especially after Odin Tufto was placed on team suspension on this road trip. That leaves them with no other option but to roll the 10-7 that they've just had. Meanwhile, for Scott Burton Company, there were a lot of different ways that you could go with the lineup here this evening. And it's interesting to me, the way he ends up playing it is to go back to 11-6. And I think that's the wise play here going into the final stretch of this homestand, going into the third game of a 3-3. Incredibly important. As we told you, Ty Enns is out of the lineup. Riley Janelle is out of the lineup. Both of those players are listed as inactive. Nick Parody does go in tonight, but the Rush will be without the services of Mason McCarty. as he is not placed in the lineup this evening. He's the bonus scratch, which isn't particularly surprising. I've enjoyed James Hardy and Brandon Yeamans, and I think you're going to have a difficult decision determining which of those two to sit out if it ever comes to that spot. McCarty, right now, a depth piece, but has the potential to explode. You may know he was the leading scorer of the Red Deer Rebels in 2017-2018 in the WHL. That was a Red Deer Rebel team that included Brandon Hagel, who now plays for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that's how the rush will come out, and we can now tell you about Dakota Asphalt's paving the way to victory. We'll start things off with the visiting Iowa Heartlanders. We told you about it yesterday. It is critical for them to come out and play well at the beginning of a hockey game. But I think for Iowa, it's a situation tonight where you've got to find a way to have a full 60-minute effort. If you don't, you're dead in the water here tonight. The other thing for Iowa, they were disciplined yesterday, but taking advantage of your chances. This has been a Heartlanders team that has not played any brand of risky hockey. They've been held to the perimeter for the most part. I think it's an interesting thing to have a look at overall, but they're going to have to go out and try to generate a little bit more, and power plays and general opportunities are going to be big tonight. For the Rapid City Rush, key number one to this game is arrive on time. You don't want to go down by 2 again and tempt fate. Getting back to playing with pace and poise early is where this Rush team is going to find success. Second piece to this puzzle tonight, I think they have to make a concerted effort to outshoot the Heartlanders. And the reason I say that is Peyton Jones gets the night off. Not that Iowa has had poor goaltending, because they haven't. But Drew DeRitter, while a very capable netminder, does not have the pedigree of the two Jones goaltenders, Hunter and Peyton. That means you want to make him work a little bit more tonight. And it can be tough playing in front of this hostile crowd with a lot of people right on top of you here at the Monument. I think it's important for Rapid City to flood the net with shots here this evening. Folks, that'll do it for us on Rapid City Rush pregame. We enjoy the final couple of hours of 2023 the only way know how, with a hockey game. Heartlanders and Rush. Puck drop is next.
Get some distance and take a trip on the fly with Rapid City Regional Airport. Non-stop options include some of the most popular destinations in the country, like Dallas, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and more, with other adventures just a connection away. Make vacation time. Book your direct flight from Rapid City Regional Airport. Celebrate the end of the year with the Rush. Join us December 29th against Iowa. Then, on December 30th, may the Force be with you for Star Wars Night, sponsored by the Hotel Alex Johnson. Celebrate with us by dressing up as your favorite character. On December 31st, you're invited to our New Year's Eve Glow Night, sponsored by Dakota Barricade. The game will feature a foam light-up baton giveaway, sponsored by Veteran Painting and Veteran Roofing, and a post-game jersey auction. Rapid City Rush, raised on red. Tickets at rapidcityrush.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone in attendance for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Barron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to FloHockey.tv.
For the final time in the 2023 calendar year, we welcome you inside the Monument Ice Arena, tucked away and nestled in the Black Hills of South Dakota. This is Rapid City Rush Hockey on the Rapid City Rush Radio Network and FloHockey.tv. We also want to send a special thank you to those of you who are following along on Facebook via FloHockey and the ECHL. However you may be following along, we wish you the happiest of New Year's as we enjoy the final few hours of this calendar year together. Tonight, the Rapid City Rush face off against the Iowa Heartlanders, fifth and final meeting of the season between these two teams. Rapid City has won all four prior. Iowa only has one standings point back from an overtime loss on October 20th against the Rush. We turn your attention to tonight's veteran painting starting lineup. For Rapid City, it'll be Maurizio Colella, who centers between Alex Aliardi and Blake Bennett. Charles Martin and Tyson Helgeson on the blue line. Connor Murphy returns between the pipes tonight for the Rush. Rapid City and their specialty glow-in-the-dark uniforms tonight. Black breezers, black socks, glow-in-the-dark numericals on the back. A return to the icy whites for Iowa. White jerseys, black breezers, white socks, black numericals. Our first face-off brought to you by our friends at the Hotel Alex Johnson. They're going to have a big New Year's bash down there downtown tonight. But first, we've got a hockey game to play. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one as we're off from the Black Hills of South Dakota. Alex Aliardi flings it to the end wall, takes an awkward cairn back to the far side post. This is Colella, who's run all over by Hunter Lelig and Ben Brinkman in the far side corner. Brinkman comes away with the puck, skates behind the net, and snaps a pass to the near side wing for Adam Goodsir. Got no farther than the red line before Charles Martin cues it back in for RC. Brinkman turns the puck behind his own net to Hunter Lelig. Scored in Friday's 4-2 loss to the Rush, but played well. I thought he's had a really nice weekend. Another guy who's had a good weekend is Casey Dornbach as he turns the puck into attacking ice. Nobody out there as Adam Goodsir could not find it. And here's Alex Aliardi. Drives down the near side wing. Aliardi toe drags, but could not negotiate his way around the last defenseman standing, Chris Light. A chance for Liam Coughlin up the near side wing. His shot deflected on the way through by Logan Nelson. In the far side corner boards, that's Zach Hoffman working against Liam Coughlin. Nelson comes in to join the fray. Nick Campoli standing there as well. It's dug free for a moment by Yuki Miura, who's largely been held at bay this weekend. No points for the Japanese forward. On the near side wing, Rapid City gets to the puck, scooped out to the middle by TJ Fergus, and Logan Nelson takes control. Steers it toward Drew DeRitter, who's getting his first start of the weekend. Good play made here by Kevin McKernan, the Iowa captain. He was frustrated yesterday, took a late game penalty that ultimately did not allow his team to go on that final push that they wanted to. Rolled ahead by Mark Duarte as he pokes it forward. Duarte calling for it to Jimmy Soper. Saucers into the middle, just over top the crossbar. On a pass that was deflected getting back, it was McKernan who got his stick in the way. Mark Duarte going to work alongside Brett Gravel here. Gravel wins the puck free, but right to Kevin McKernan for the Heartlanders. McKernan taken down from behind. We keep going as Kelty Jerry Leon's on the attack. Lipe passes out of the pressure to Jake Derflinger. He chips it into attacking ice. 2 minutes gone by here in the first period, still scoreless between the Rush and the Heartlanders. Headman pass to Jerry Leon, takes it at the near side red line and forges ahead into attacking ice. Nelson with a glance over his shoulder, centered looking for Jimmy Soper, begging your pardon. Pass was blocked by Robbie Stucker. Rapid City resets as they'll get off in a line change. Iowa takes control. This is Justin Wells. Turns it behind the net as he's finished into the near side half wall by Jimmy Soper. Snapped up ice, but the pass intercepted. Taking it here is Brandon Yeamans in his new number tonight, 22. He'll wear that for tonight only and then return to the traditional number 71 that you're used to seeing him in. Martin headmans the puck to Yeamans, rolls off his backhand. Robbie Stucker shoots it back up the far side boards. Adam Goodsir sets it up on a tee for Casey Dornbach. Dornbach driving up ice with it, turns and centers to Goodsir. Murphy got across in time to make the save on a weak shot that didn't have good wood on it. A block at the far side boards allows Fergus to battle that puck up ice as Iowa will get to it in their own end, and Max Johnson backhands up the near glass. Hoffman settles to Charles Martin as a look up ice and steps into a pass ahead to Brandon Yeamans, who dumps it in. Duarte finishes his check behind the net and goes to chase. It's James Hardy on the outside wing. He's also in a different number tonight, wearing number 88 instead of his traditional number 77. Old Eric Lindros number for those of you hockey fans in the 90s and early 2000s. Nick Campoli down the near sideboard, shoots it around to Liam Coughlin at the far hash. Coughlin on his backhand, bounces it to Yuki Miura, wraps around to the near side post and centers, intended for Chris Lipe. The pass was blocked, and Blake Bennett with speed up the near side wing, couldn't get around to Davis Kosh. Miura cues it back in, but it got no further than TJ Fergus. A long look up ice for Fergus, who twists back and backhands to Zach Hoffman. 4 minutes of uninterrupted hockey gone by here. Aliardi's the furthest up ice in the dump-in attempt by Rapid City. These two teams went almost a full 8 minutes of action on Friday without so much as a whistle, so they can go. Here's a chance for Iowa. A wrist shot blocked up by Nick Parody in his first ECHL shift. Parody coming out of the state of Pennsylvania. Played 3 years of Division I hockey at Canisius before transferring out to Elmira College to finish his collegiate career. Played 23 games with the SPHL's Fayetteville Marksmen. Centering feed well, shoots, kicked aside by Connor Murphy. He finds the rebound in his paraphernalia, but could not cover. That's a big stop for Murphy, too, challenging at the top of the goal crease. Jake Derflinger rolls to the far side wing for Davis Kosh. Stick handling and probing for Elaine. Has to push it to Robbie Stucker. It bounces all the way down to Drew DeRitter. He's at the far side face-off circle. Gets under this one. Yamamoto intercepts, finds Brett Gravel. Gravel pushes up ice, hanging onto the puck, tied up into his skates. Gravel and Yamamoto converge on each other as they ran out of real estate, turning it over back behind the net, but Iowa can only flip it out to center. Here's the reset. Yamamoto at the center ice circle, passes to Logan Nelson, but it's over his stick, and the reset for Adam Goodsir. Goodsir for Iowa to Robbie Stucker, and back up through the middle lane to Casey Dornbach. Ahead to Adam Goodsir, feeds the outside lane. Johnson to Goodsir, tried to lift it on net, never got the shot off. It rolls around in the slot before it's picked up by the rush. A headman pass intended for Logan Nelson, blocked by Hunter Lelig, and here comes Iowa again. Dornbach overskates the puck, gets it in front to Johnson, who scores. Max Johnson opens the scoring at the top of the goal crease on a rolling puck that careens to him. And the first whistle of the game comes nearly 6 minutes into the contest. It's a goal for Iowa, 1-0, they lead. Max Johnson and Nick Parody have been teammates this year in Fayetteville. Johnson's going to have his first ECHL goal as a result. Just a good push up ice by Casey Dornbach and Adam Goodsir, and eventually you get enough white sweaters around the puck, somebody's bound to bang it home, and Max Johnson is the one to do it here. So we're in the immediate timeout window. We'll see if we get one here. Soper bounces the puck behind the net. A good chance to net front. Kelty Jerry Leon to Mark Duarte. Spins a shot off of Chris Lipe. TJ Fergus gives back to Jerry Leon. But an awkward pass bounces off of his stick right back to Iowa, but they turn the puck over. 13:40 to go in the first period. 1-0 Heartlanders. Duarte hard on the forward check. Lays a body check as Light finds Coughlin. Reaching out and taking the puck away. Soper to Jerry Leon. A rising wrister off the blocker's side shoulder of Drew DeRitter and out of play. 13:32 to go in the first period in this hockey game. We've only had 2 whistles, but Iowa leads 1-0.
Welcome to the world of beauty and style. Do you dream of a career where creativity meets skill? Are you passionate about making others look and feel their best? Look no further than the Salon Professional Academy. We offer 4 exciting programs in the beauty industry. We teach with the latest tools and techniques, preparing you for a successful career. You can also visit us for all your beauty needs performed by students under the supervision of licensed instructors. Do not delay. Get your appointment booked now. 605-342-0697.
Welcome back inside the Monument Ice Arena. Drew Blevins with you. 13:32 to go in the first period. Iowa leads 1-0 on the first ECHL goal of Max Johnson's career. I tell you, if Justin McKellian had been able to get into the lineup, as I know he's been a little bit banged up recently, you would truly have the Fayetteville Marksman Bowl tonight. Jason Pulowski, who's on IR, played for the Marksmen each of the last 2 seasons. Nick Parody, called up from the Marksmen, makes his way 1,700 miles away from Fayetteville to get in. Then you have Justin McKellian and Max Johnson for Iowa. Rolling shot to the net, kicked aside by Drew DeRitter. Also speaks volumes about what the Fayetteville Marksmen have built over there, and a lot of that credit belongs to Cory Melkert, who is now the assistant coach with the Fort Wayne Comets. He was the one who recruited Nick Parody to Fayetteville last year out of Elmira. Snapped ahead to Keanu Yamamoto as he drives by Ben Brinkman. A rolling puck goes up in the air, and Brandon Yeamans settles it. Yeamans down the near side boards. He was looking for James Hardy. It's taken away by Brett Budgell for the Heartlanders. Budgell lost his balance as Tyson Helgeson and Charles Martin shattered him quite closely. Behind the net, maybe an opportunity brewing for Budgell. He centers a one-timer. Turflinger punched aside by Connor Murphy. That's two big saves on chances in tight for the Heartlanders, and Connor Murphy has stood tall. Luca Hano fires it in, stopped by Murphy behind the net. As it careens to Charles Martin. Ahead for Alex Saliardi. He scored shorthanded yesterday. Now 4 points shy of 200 ECHL points in his career. Turned over behind the net by Drew DeRitter, who scampers back to the blue paint. Casey Dornbach digs the puck free for Iowa. Chipped up the far side boards. Adam Goodsir has a beat on it. He'll beat out icing, although I don't think that puck made the goal line in time anyway. Goodsir backhands to the goal scorer, Max Johnson. Lost the puck behind the net and steered up ice by Zach Hoffman. Aliardi on the near side wing will carry it up ice for the rush. Aliardi's into attacking ice as he drops the puck behind him for Maurizio Calella. Sniffed out by the Heartlanders, but they can't clear. Blake Bennett swiped at, lost the puck back to the center ice circle. Here's TJ Fergus, who had a beautiful goal to open the scoring on the weekend on Friday. Aliardi fakes the slap shot, toe drags. What a chance, and Aliardi's robbed by Drew DeRitter. Gracious, what a move that was. Fergus, the far side wing, snaps to Zach Hoffman at the near point. Floats it on net, punched away by DeRitter, and picked up by Luca Hano. Adam Goodsir's gassed. He'll turn off for a change as Hano shoots it in on to Connor Murphy. Leaves it behind the net for Zach Hoffman. Steered up the far boards, intended for Blake Bennett. He didn't know where it was. Taken by Liam Coughlin. Now Nick Campoli shoots through traffic. Turned out by Murphy. Rebound chance in front, just wide of Liam Coughlin, who was driving the far post. Now McKernan with a bid from the far point, swallowed by Connor Murphy. Well, you've heard me talk about this before, but it stands out to me tonight. This is a really, really good pace to this hockey game. And much to the Iowa Heartlanders' credit, they have remained on top of it. They've shown up. They've been on time. Rapid City has, unfortunately, only really made one mistake in this hockey game, and Max Johnson made him pay for it. But if you're a fan of speed, this is the game for you right now. And it was so interesting looking at the history of this rivalry, and keep in mind, Iowa's only in the third year of their team's existence, so there's not a ton of history to draw off of. But every game except for one, as Murphy makes the save at the far side post and covers, every game except for one has been determined by 2 goals or less between these two teams. Carries over into this year. Rush win 4-2. Rush win 4-3 in overtime. Rush win 4-2, and the Rush took it 3-2 last night. Heartlanders did not see Rapid City last season, but in their opening year they did. Won in overtime, lost in overtime, and then one of those clunkers. Nelson shot deflects on to DeRitter, who kicks it aside. Nick Campoli's back up through center. Campoli turns and centers to Brett Budgell off of his skates, and Logan Nelson is back to retrieve the puck. Steered right into the middle of the ice. Iowa has 3 sweaters there, though. Ben Brinkman touches off to Davis Kosh. He drives down the inside lane. Kosh wrapping around, centers for Budgell. Taken away by Brett Gravel, who works up the far side kick plate. Gravel across center ice, dumps it in. An arm up from Riley Hickey, the linesman, as it's a delayed offside. Everyone has to touch. Flipped ahead by Kosh, who shoots it to Brett Budgell back behind the net. Rapid City swarms the puck as it'll be taken by Mark Duarte up the far side boards. Now Budgell fires. It rolls off of a shin pad, and Jimmy Sopers to the puck. Snaps ahead to Kelty Jerry Leon down the near side lane. Duarte centers off of Hunter Lelig. That puck is loose, rolled toward the net. Rebound lying in the slot and swept to the near side corner. Hanging on to it here is Charles Martin as he fires to the end wall. Good play, pinching by Tyson Helgeson as he's able to hold the zone for a beat longer. Eventually, Iowa prevails. Brought ahead by Kelty Jerry Leon, snapped off the leg pads of Drew DeRitter, and the Heartlanders are back out to center. Carried up ice by Max Johnson, who's the game's only goal scorer. He's punished behind the net on a good play by Brandon Yeamans. Centering feed up to the point now. Justin Wells fires. That hits off the blocker of Connor Murphy, who punched at it. So the Heartlanders have it up at the point. Intercepted. Soper fires at the length of the ice. This is going to be icing as it reaches the goal line. The faceoff comes back down to Connor Murphy's end. I apologize. I believe I misspoke. That's Max Johnson's first of the year in the ECHL this year. Of course, he's been a weapon for the Fayetteville Marksmen, who are still driving for that number one spot in the SPHL. They've been a fun team to follow. Got an overtime win last night over the Knoxville Ice Bears with Matt Arujo scoring the game-winning goal, and I think it may just be a matter of time before you're hearing Matt Arujo's name in the ECHL as well. The near side wing, this puck is batted at and taken by Justin Wells. Johnson on the near side boards hammers it all the way in. As it's snapped to the near side boards for Brandon Yeamans, and he'll dump it in. That'll send James Hardy to go crashing in after it. Liam Coughlin pulls the puck away. Up to the far side boards. Nick Campoli's the furthest man up ice. He's got it. Campoli to Coughlin, the trailer. He shoots. Great stop by Connor Murphy. Deflects up into the protective screening and out of play. 8:18 to go in the first period here in the Black Hills. Iowa holds on to a 1-0 lead.
You serve proudly. Your country is better for it. What about serving again, this time for your community as well as your country? That's what you can do in the South Dakota Army National Guard. During natural disasters, you can be there for the people of your community, rescuing the stranded, delivering food and medical supplies, and bringing hope. Bring your experience and leadership skills home to South Dakota. Learn more about our part-time service at nationalguard.com/SD. Sponsored by the South Dakota Army National Guard, aired by the South Dakota Broadcasters Association and this station.
Rapid City Rush Hockey and the Rapid City Rush Radio Network, brought to you by our friends at Howard Johnson by Wyndham, the Rehab Doctors, and Fisher Beverages. 8:18 to go in the first period. Iowa leads 1-0. Max Johnson, the lone goal scorer for the Heartlanders. And I'll tell you, it's a fast first period. Both teams have bared down on the other. And we've seen a lot of shots in this hockey game. Iowa has a narrow edge at 10-9, and shots on goal barely beyond the halfway point of this period. Maybe a 3-on-2 chance brewing for this line for the Rush. And taking the middle lane was Kenton Helgeson. Shot into the breadbasket of Drew DeRitter, who hangs on. Kenton Helgeson, I think, has had a really nice weekend, too. And we didn't get to talk too terribly much about him before he took that trip to the IR, but he's not been afraid to hop up into the Rush, responsibly, might I add, and stuck up for his teammate Chris Perna after the hit by Adam Goodsir. And you just love to see that, because it speaks volumes about how tight-knit this Rapid City Rush locker room is, and that's one of the reasons I think you've seen the 7-win December out of this bunch. Jake Derflinger has it at center ice. Backhands to Brett Budgell as he slides by a hip check from Brandon Yeamans. The far side wing, a lot of digging for the puck as Gravel knocked it free for a moment. Budgell steers it up to the point for Kevin McKernan. A wrist shot through traffic, watched all the way by Murphy, who hangs on. Connor Murphy standing tall, and it's a big game for him as well. Chance to get back and settle in at home. Of course, he's been on that yo-yo journey with Jacob Markstrom, taking a turn onto the IR with the Calgary Flames. That sent Dustin Wolf up to the Flames organization, allowed the spot to open up for Murphy. And though he didn't win, it was good to see him get some action in the American Hockey League. And those experiences only help you as a player. Adam Goodsir with a shot just over top of the elbow on the far side of the net. Heartlanders work it to the middle. Another good chance for Goodsir as the pass is tied up in his skates. Casey Dornbach and Adam Goodsir from the near side corner dig it free. Alex Aliardi's awaiting him. Snaps a pass up ice with speed. Blake Bennett beats his man to it. Bennett doesn't have a shooting lane. Watched by Lelig. Dug free, but intercepted at the point. A rising slapper nearly caught Maurizio Calella behind the cage. Here's Charles Martin. Rips it off of DeRitter. Up and out of play. Someone we have not spoken about at length is Drew DeRitter, and I've enjoyed his game here early. And for Iowa, Peyton and Hunter Jones are always going to be the guys that are going to get the job done for you between the pipes. But Drew DeRitter, really, really good career with Michigan State and with North Dakota. 13-9-4 last year in 30 appearances for the Fighting Hawks. And I think that's a big deal when you get a young netminder that you can reload to the position, because as Scott Burt will tell you, and every other coach will, you never know when a goaltender is going up to the AHL, or in the case of Magnus Krona, the NHL. Nick Campoli's bid is blocked on the way through traffic as he got to a scoring area, the bottom of the near side face-off circle. Liam Coughlin driving for the puck here. I'm going to lose my sight line for a moment due to about a 6'10" donkey that just walked in front of me. That, of course, being Nugget, the Rush mascot. And as I get my field of view back, it's Doug Free and maybe a chance brewing for Alex Saliardi. Runs out of room against Kevin McKernan, but puts it right to Blake Bennett off of his stick. Logan Nelson comes in, helps cause a turnover. Bennett shot wide. Nelson has a beat on the puck. Near side half wall. Dug free by Brett Budgel, who fires behind the net. This is Kevin McKernan. Turns it off the far side boards. Here's a drive. DeRitter says no. Good stop on a great chance at the far side boards. I believe that was Gravel who had the shot. Now Jake Derflinger and Davis Kosh work for the puck for Iowa in their attacking end. Intercepted and brought up ice by the captain, Logan Nelson. Scored twice yesterday. Cross ice pass to Gravel. He drives in and shoots. Big rebound in and out of the glove of DeRitter, who shakes his head, disappointed he didn't catch it cleanly. Another chance from Zach Hoffman, deflects it to the far corner. Yamamoto digs the puck free off of Brett Budgel and taken away. Here come the Heartlanders. Maybe 3-on-2, but a good defensive effort by Yamamoto as he leaned on his man, who was Derflinger. Derflinger's into attacking ice. He's got the puck, lays it to the net front, blocked by Hoffman. Now Wells down the near side wing. Brett Budgel rotates with the puck, across ice pass and a drive by Derflinger, caught by Connor Murphy. 5:12 remaining in the opening frame. 1-0. Heartlanders keep the lead.
There are only a few things that are predictable in life, and South Dakota weather is not one of them. Make sure your heating and cooling systems are always ready to go, as either may be needed at any given time here. Evolution Heating and Cooling offers preventative maintenance to make sure they don't go down at 100 degrees when you're melting, or -10 and leave you an ice block. Our top-notch technicians will also come out and fix your system should it fail during those tough times, so don't worry about that. We work on forced air, heat pump, mini split, and boiler systems. So give Evolution Heating and Cooling a call today at 605-393-9804 to schedule your appointment, or check out our website, evolution.com.
.5:12 left in the first period here in Rapid City, South Dakota. Heartlanders lead the Rush 1-0 on a goal from Max Johnson. Nick Parody scoops the puck up the far side boards to Mark Duarte. He drives through Kevin McKernan. The puck stops shy of the goal line. No icing. Iowa's got to break it out, and they do. Maybe a chance for Casey Dornbach. Splits the defense, but Kenton Helgeson is all over him and drops him. Nick Parody fighting for the puck behind the cage. Dug free to Duarte at the far side corner. Cued ahead. Jimmy Soper pulls out the pool cue as he tried to just stick it up ice. Got it only to the red line. Here's the reset, and this is chipped up and out of play into the front row for a souvenir. Good to see Nick Parody and Kenton Helgeson getting tested here early and rising to the occasion. Helgeson leaning on the man. Parody ran him right into him. That's the way you want to see that played. Casey Dornbach is a speedster, too. He, Yuki Miura, and though we haven't seen Pavel Novak after he went out with an injury yesterday, but those guys, I thought, really have created chances for Iowa, and a lot of credit to this Rapid City defense. Helgeson to Charles Martin. That's Tyson Helgeson, by the way, the younger of the two Helgeson brothers. Steps into a pass for Logan Nelson, dumped in off the far side boards. Hard hit delivered by Brandon Yeamans as Nelson goes driving for the puck. Ended up putting his stick into the skates of Ben Brinkman, dropped him, but The Heartlanders survive nonetheless. Down the near boards, Riley Hickey has his arm up. It would have been off icing, I believe, except it was waved off. That was a strange play. James Hardy flings it all the way up to Logan Nelson. It hops over his stick. He turns for a change as Brandon Yeamans goes on the forecheck. Yeamans rolls off of Ben Brinkman, but is going to stay with the puck. Brinkman to Wells. Justin Wells in his own end, looking up ice for Brett Budgell. Sticks converge on the puck. It bounces into Iowa attacking ice, and just as soon as it's there, it's out. Alex Aliardi crosses the blue line. On his backhand, centers. TJ Fergus hops up into the rush. A centering pass, knocked away by Davis Kosh. Pulled free by Rapid City up to the near side boards, and Brett Budgell's the one to skate it around to Blake Bennett. Budgell to Davis Kosh. Holds and gives to the outside. Derflinger rolled it back to the middle, but it goes off of a Rapid City skate as Zach Hoffman was standing in front. By the way, just continuing our theme of Fayetteville marksmen, Zach Hoffman broke into the professional ranks with the marksmen in the SPHL. That was a couple of years ago, though. Kosh leaves behind the net for Brett Budgell. He's got real estate back there. Budgell shovels to Derflinger, rolls it to the net front. Good stop by Murphy. Rebound chance. Somehow Murphy got over. Fans roar in approval with a big save. Alex Aliardi trying to draw a penalty at the far side wing. He had reason as he was grabbed by the jersey and held up, but we keep playing 5-a-side. 2:40 to go in the first period. Up the far boards, this will be icing against Iowa as Kenton Helgeson wins the foot race. Face-off comes back down to Drew DeRitter's end. DeRitter standing tall. He's turned away all 14 shots he faced. Connor Murphy, 15 of 16. We are burgeoning 3 shots away from the most shots in a single period this year between the Rush and their opponent combined. Kenton Helgeson sweeps to Brett Gravel, who chips it softly into the skates of Logan Nelson. Locates the puck and fires to the near side boards where Nick Parody lifts it into attacking ice. From the far side wing, charging after it, Charles Martin picks it up, holds and shoots it, lollipops behind the cage. Nelson, glove to stick legally, now back to the point. Martin on his backhand behind the net for Keanu Yamamoto. He's shadowed by Chris Lipe. Yamamoto leaves for Tyson Helgeson, who rolls with the puck. Helgeson can be dangerous from here. Pirouettes as he's hauled down. No call. Right in front of the rookie referee, Evan Reddick. Cross ice pass. A one-timer. DeRitter got over it. A huge stop on Yamamoto. No rebound. Well, Logan Nelson is having himself a weekend. And just another great example of his superior vision on the ice. Yamamoto got a lot of that shot, too. That's a little best on best. 108 seconds to go in this first period. Draw is eventually pushed forward by Mark Duarte. He's held behind the net by Lely. Got it to the far side goal post, no further. 3-on-2 chance for Iowa Brewing. Liam Coughlin sticked up, gets it to Campoli. Centering pass, he should have shot it and he knew it. Getting over to make the play was Kelty Jerry Leon. Nick Campoli had the better shot. He didn't realize how much traffic there was in the back play. Duarte hanging on to it as he shovels to the net front. Pulled free by Rapid City. TJ Fergus holds the line, intercepted by Yuki Miura. Up ice, Miura goes. Steps off the near side boards, and he's taken down by TJ Fergus. Kelty Jerry Leon ahead to Jimmy Soper. He shoots, kicked aside to Ritter. Big rebound. Lying about at the near side corner. Turned up to the point. Martin cracks a one-timer. Knocked down by DeRitter. Second opportunity from Helgeson. Caught by Drew DeRitter. DeRitter taps the goalpost. He's been composed. It's 34 shots in a period. That is the highest in a single period between the Rush and their opponent this year. Draw one right to the net front. DeRitter makes the save with the glove. Aliardi popped the puck in the air. That's a good play, too. Rapid City will reset at the far side circle of their attacking end. Kallela, unsuccessful on this try, but a good forecheck from Bennett and Kallela. Headman look, bounces to Jake Derflinger. He drives the puck in deep and gets checked by Charles Martin. Davis Kosh, watched over by Alex Aliardi, lost his stick in the Zamboni doors, but as he picks it up, he's standing right by the puck. Scooped around to the near side wing. Aliardi's up and out to Blake Bennett. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Bennett to Aliardi. The pass was blocked, but shot cleanly out of play by McKernan, and that is a delay of game penalty. Kevin McKernan with a fantastic defensive block, but he shot it over the first short pane of glass and will have a seat for delay of game, puck over the glass. Penalty comes 19:38 into this third period. Dating back to yesterday, that's the third consecutive penalty in the series by Iowa, and the Rush power play goes to work. They've scored 15 power play goals on 96 man advantage attempts, and after the puck is poked back through center, they'll get one crack at it here and have to take on the remainder after the intermission break. Holding on to the puck is Bennett as he leaves it behind the cage. Wedged there is Jimmy Soper. Digs it free in front, but that's as the horn sounds. And that puts the first period in the books. Shots on goal in the opening frame for the Rapid City Rush, 19. And for the Iowa Heartlanders, 16. But on the scoreboard, Max Johnson has the difference maker. 1-0 Heartlanders as we head to break. We'll be right back after these messages with our first period intermission report. This is Rapid City Rush Hockey.
Get some distance and take a trip on the fly with Rapid City Regional Airport. Non-stop options include some of the most popular destinations in the country, like Dallas, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and more, with other adventures just a connection away. Make the most of your vacation time. Book your direct flight from Rapid City Regional Airport. Like hockey, life is a full contact sport. When you get knocked down, ProMotion PT and the Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your team to pick you up and get you back in the game. We have the largest physical therapy group in the Black Hills with the expertise and knowledge to get you moving again. Whether you're returning to sports, work, or whatever you love to do. ProMotion Physical Therapy treats all orthopedic injuries with specialists certified to treat your condition. Don't let anything stop you from enjoying hockey or any other activity you love. ProMotion Physical Therapy at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your partner in physical wellness. With 3 clinics in Rapid City, we are committed to moving you. Call ProMotion PT at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center and get back in the game.
You serve proudly. Your country is better for it. What about serving again, this time for your community as well as your country? That's what you can do in the South Dakota Army National Guard. During natural disasters, you can be there for the people of your community, rescuing the stranded, delivering food and medical supplies, and bringing hope. Bring your experience and leadership skills home to South Dakota. Learn more about our part-time service at nationalguard.com/SD. Sponsored by the South Dakota Army National Guard, aired by the South Dakota Broadcasters Association and this station.
There are only a few things that are predictable in life, and South Dakota weather is not one of them. Make sure your heating and cooling systems are always ready to go, as either may be needed at any given time here. Evolution Heating and Cooling offers preventative maintenance to make sure they don't go down at 100 degrees when you're melting, or -10 and leave you an ice block. Our top-notch technicians will also come out and fix your system should it fail during those tough times, so don't worry about that. We work on forced air, heat pump, mini-split, and boiler systems. So give Evolution Heating and Cooling a call today at 605-393-9804 to schedule your appointment, or check out our website, evolution.com. Celebrate the end of the year with the Rush. Join us December 29th against Iowa. Then, on December 30th, may the Force be with you for Star Wars Night, sponsored by the Hotel Alex Johnson. Celebrate with us by dressing up as your favorite character. On December 31st, you're invited to our New Year's Eve Glow Night, sponsored by Dakota Barricade. The game will feature a foam light-up baton giveaway sponsored by Veteran Painting and Veteran Roofing, and a post-game jersey auction. Rapid City Rush, raised on red. Tickets at rapidcityrush.com.
If you want to be your best, stand apart from all the rest. We're the ones to see at
Bshp Co., Rapid City's newest men's salon, offers a salon experience in a barbershop-style environment. Located at 623 St. Joseph Street, downtown Rapid City. BSharpCut.com. We welcome you back inside the Monument Ice Arena. Drew Blevins with you. 20 minutes in the books for this New Year's Eve extravaganza. Rapid City will have a minute and 38 seconds remaining on the Powerade power play after Kevin McKernan shot the puck over the glass. Unintentional play, and look, he did everything that he needed to do defensively. Lays out, prevents the 2-on-1 chance from happening. It's just the finish there is just over the short glass. And if I had the perfect angle of it, if he had been able to squeeze it another 6 inches over to his left, we wouldn't even be talking about it. It's the game's only penalty up to this point, and an evenly played first period. It goes by rather quickly, too. Good pace to this game. We opened up the first period with 5 minutes and 44 seconds of uninterrupted action until Max Johnson lurks at the doorstep and hammers home the puck, makes it 1-0 Iowa. Second straight game, the Heartlanders have scored the opening goal. Keep in mind, Rapid City's tied for the league lead with game-opening goals with 18 this year. But the Heartlanders didn't give anything up defensively, and Drew DeRitter played a really, really good period. I think if you're Rapid City, you're happy that you put 19 shots on him. He is in rhythm. He has looked sharp. But you're asking a young netminder to stand on his head at a rate where he's right now on pace to face 57 shots. And that has not historically boded well for most young netminders. Not to say that you can't have a goaltender steal a game, because you can. But if you're the Rush, you realize that Iowa's kept you on the perimeter this time, and you want to get back into scoring areas. And that's just the nature of the game right now for both of these two teams, is you want to put the puck in more dangerous territory in your attacking end. Both defenses have played a really solid brand of hockey. 35 shots on net combined between these two teams. And, you know, oddly enough, yesterday was a pretty good offensive showing. Iowa got all the way up to 39 shots. Rapid City got up to 29, and we didn't see a goal for the better part of 3 periods. In fact, outside of about a 7-minute stretch in the middle of the first, we saw no goals. And scoring is at a premium in every league in hockey, and you want to make sure that when the opportunities are there that you capitalize on them. For the Rapid City Rush, they're going to open the period with an opportunity and have a chance to do something special there. We'll be right back after these messages to take you for a spin around the ECHL, including a couple of finals that impact the Rapid City Rush and their place in the ECHL standings. This is Rush Hockey.
A lot of us are living in tough times right now, and we want you to know Cory's Point S is always here for you. If you need tires, a large repair, or routine vehicle maintenance, our certified technicians know just what to do. And if cash is tight, we get it. We have easy financing with as low as 0% interest. At Cory's Point S, you, our customer, are always number one. In good times and bad, locally owned Cory's Point S Tire and Auto Service is always here to serve you, with 2 Rapid City locations.
The Box Elder Events Center is now open and booking your events. From intimate gatherings to championship games, the Box is flexible to the ideas and inspiration of your event. With over 60,000 square feet of space, DMX audio-visual capabilities, equipment for turnkey sporting competitions, and a world-class banquet and catering team, our space is your space for an incredible tournament, reception, or convention. Connected to the Courtyard by Marriott behind Waikiki Indoor Water Park. Think inside the box. Get some distance and take a trip on the fly with Rapid City Regional Airport. Non-stop options include some of the most popular destinations in the country, like Dallas, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and more, with other adventures just a connection away. Make the most of your vacation time. Book your direct flight from Rapid City Regional Airport. For all your residential and commercial asphalt needs in the Black Hills and surrounding areas, from the smallest driveways and patching to full commercial parking lots, Dakota Asphalt has you covered. Contact them at 605-600-1700 or visit them online at dakotaasphalt.net. Also accepting new contracts for all your snow removal needs. Like hockey, life is a full contact sport. When you get knocked down, ProMotion PT and the Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your team to pick you up and get you back in the game. We have the largest physical therapy group in the Black Hills with the expertise and knowledge to get you moving again, whether you're returning to sports, work, or whatever you love to do. ProMotion Physical Therapy treats all orthopedic injuries with specialists certified to treat your condition. Don't let anything stop you from enjoying hockey or any other activity you love. ProMotion Physical Therapy at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your partner in physical wellness. With 3 clinics in Rapid City, we are committed to moving you. Call ProMotion PT at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center and get back in the game. Celebrate the end of the year with the Rush. Join us December 29th against Iowa. Then, on December 30th, may the Force be with you for Star Wars Night, sponsored by the Hotel Alex Johnson. Celebrate with us by dressing up as your favorite character. On December 31st, you're invited to our New Year's Eve Glow Night, sponsored by Dakota Barricade. The game will feature a foam light-up baton giveaway sponsored by Veteran Painting and Veteran Roofing, and a post-game jersey auction. Rapid City Rush, raised on red. Tickets at rapidcityrush.com.
Let's check out what's going on in the ECHL standings. 12 games going on tonight across the league, and a lot of them have already gone final. All depends on how you want to celebrate New Year's. Did you want to go ahead and get the game out of the way and allow fans to enjoy the sights and sounds of whatever town you're in? I tell you, I think 7:05 is just about perfect because you allow fans to enjoy this game, grab a bite to eat, and head out to wherever and go ahead and enjoy the rest of the night and close out this 2023 calendar year. Let's go for a spin. Worcester defeats Reading on the road 2-1. That's gone final. Adirondack over Newfoundland 3-1. That's the final from Glens Falls. Savannah 3, Atlanta 1 from Coastal Georgia. This is a big one for Rapid City, and it doesn't come in the prettiest of terms. Utah 1, Tulsa 0. The Grizzlies, all of a sudden, creeping back up the standings board. The Bears aren't dead yet. Tulsa, however, hemorrhages another 2 points away. That means if Rapid City wins tonight, they would take over sole possession of third place in the Mountain Division. Those two teams face off from BOK Center Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Tulsa. Big-time games against the Oilers coming up for overall supremacy in that third position. Kalamazoo hammers Indy tonight 7-0. That's the final. Jacksonville over Cincinnati from Heritage Bank Center 5-4. Greenville gets the job done on their New Year's Eve glow-in-the-dark night. 5-4 is the final from the well in Greenville. That's a big win for the Swamp Rabbits. Wheeling 4 over Norfolk 1. Allen hangs on, and I mean hangs on for a win. The Americans opened the hockey game with 5 unanswered goals. Idaho came all the way back to within 1, but falls short tonight 5-4. Steelheads have dropped a series against the Americans, and that's another reason Rapid City wants these 2 points, because all of a sudden you can feel Allen starting to breathe down your neck. Toledo leads Fort Wayne 6-3 halfway through the third period from the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. Cool moment yesterday with a goaltender fight and an intern, a female intern, becoming the first woman to call ECHL hockey in Fort Wayne. That's a proud history over there, but Fiona Quinn did a fantastic job in relief of Shane Albarani. Comets will be the next opponent here at the Monument against Rapid City starting January 10th. That's a Wednesday. Kansas City's all over Wichita at home, 7-1. They're through the second period there. And we're the nightcap where Iowa has a 1-0 lead over the Rapid City Rush. So based on those scores, there's a lot to play for here tonight for Rapid City. And don't think for one moment that Scott Burt doesn't already know the results of those previous games that we just mentioned. There's a lot on the table here this evening for RC. We'll be right back after these messages with puck drop of period number 2 between the Heartlanders and the Rush. This is Rapid City Rush Hockey.
A lot of us are living in tough times right now, and we want you to know Cory's Point S is always here for you. If you need tires, a large repair, or routine vehicle maintenance, our certified technicians know just what to do. And if cash is tight, we get it. We have easy financing with as low as 0% interest. At Cory's Point S, you, our customer, are always number one. In good times and bad, locally owned Cory's Point S Tire and Auto Service is always here to serve you, with 2 Rapid City locations.
The Box Elder Events Center is now open and booking your events. From intimate gatherings to championship games, the Box is flexible to the ideas and inspiration of your event. With over 60,000 square feet of space, DMX audio-visual capabilities, equipment for turnkey sporting competitions, and a world-class banquet and catering team, our space is your space for an incredible tournament, reception, or convention. Connected to the Courtyard by Marriott behind Waikiki Indoor Water Park. Think inside the box. Get some distance and take a trip on the fly with Rapid City Regional Airport. Non-stop options include some of the most popular destinations in the country, like Dallas, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and more, with other adventures just a connection away. Make the most of your vacation time. Book your direct flight from Rapid City Regional Airport. For all your residential and commercial asphalt needs in the Black Hills and surrounding areas, from the smallest driveways and patching to full commercial parking lots, Dakota Asphalt has you covered. Contact them at 605-600-1700 or visit them online at dakotaasphalt.net. Also accepting new contracts for all your snow removal needs. Like hockey, life is a full contact sport. When you get knocked down, ProMotion PT and the Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your team to pick you up and get you back in the game. We have the largest physical therapy group in the Black Hills with the expertise and knowledge to get you moving again, whether you're returning to sports, work, or whatever you love to do. ProMotion Physical Therapy treats all orthopedic injuries with specialists certified to treat your condition. Don't let anything stop you from enjoying hockey or any other activity you love. ProMotion Physical Therapy at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your partner in physical wellness. With 3 clinics in Rapid City, we are committed to moving you. Call ProMotion PT at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center and get back in the game. Celebrate the end of the year with the Rush. Join us December 29th against Iowa. Then, on December 30th, may the Force be with you for Star Wars Night, sponsored by the Hotel Alex Johnson. Celebrate with us by dressing up as your favorite character. On December 31st, you're invited to our New Year's Eve Glow Night, sponsored by Dakota Barricade. The game will feature a foam light-up baton giveaway, sponsored by Veteran Painting and Veteran Roofing, and a post-game jersey auction. Rapid City Rush, raised on red. Tickets at rapidcityrush.com.
Welcome back to the Black Hills of South Dakota. Drew Blevins with you as the Rapid City Rush trail the Iowa Heartlanders 1-0 at the end of the first period. Max Johnson has the goal from Adam Goodsir and Casey Dornbach. Rush will have 1 minute and 38 seconds of power play time left on a minor penalty for delay of game. Puck over the glass to Heartlander captain Kevin McKernan. We'll give McKernan props, and he had shown his fiery side for a normally cool-headed player yesterday, frustrated with the penalty he took at the end of the period. But in warm-up, he did take a couple of pucks and flip them over to some young fans, which is always a good thing to see. That's how you grow the game at a very grassroots level. It's easy to pull for good people, of course, for the Rapid City Rush. They would be more than happy to pull for McKernan and the Iowa Heartlanders at the completion of the next two periods. Won't see the Heartlanders again this season. It will end the 5-game stretch against this Heartlander bunch. Rapid City has taken the 4 previous, October 19th, October 20th. That was game 1 and 2 of the season in Coralville. And the first 2 of this weekend series. Logan Nelson between Brett Gravel and Keanu Yamamoto with James Hardy and Charles Martin. That's the power play group to start things off this period. They may be allowed to go the distance if they're able to get it into attacking ice and keep it there. Charles Martin saunters up ice with the puck. Backhands to Yamamoto, who will tote it across the attacking blue line. Floats to James Hardy, and he'll peel back to the point. Backhanded to Charles Martin, who feeds Logan Nelson. Centering feed, they score! The power play converts. Brett Gravel knocks it home off the feed from Logan Nelson. We're tied 1-1. That's just what the doctor ordered for the Rapid City Rush. Exactly how you want to start that power play. Logan Nelson now has a 7-game home point scoring streak, as this goal comes just 22 seconds into the period. For Brett Gravel, it'll be his 9th goal this season. For Logan Nelson, how about this? His 18th assist as he is tracking down Alex Aliardi for the team lead in the category. But that's a big-time goal. And we had told you Rapid City had played really well in the first period, that they had been able to bear down, create, and generate. And it comes to fruition here. Tyson Helgeson will steer the puck up the far boards. Takes an awkward bounce. Light may have stepped on the puck. Aliardi settles. The rusher offside. Well, if you're riding the gravy train at home, you're doing it the right way. Gravel has had massive, massive home weekends in the last 2. He was the overtime hero on Teddy Toss night back on December 9th here in this building, and now ties this hockey game. Taken by Zach Hoffman at his own blue line. He plays up ice to Jimmy Soper. The outside wing is Jerry Leon, but his shot is blocked into the protective screening by Ben Brinkman. That is a Tin Lizzy puck out of play. Kelty Jerry Leon has also enjoyed a surge here in the month of December, but I think it's a big, big deal for Rapid City tonight as well. And we told you at the top of the broadcast, regardless of what happens tonight, this is the best month of December in the Scott Burt era. And that's big because he had lost a little bit of ground with his last 2 teams, and now you have made up grounds, and it is tangible for this group as well after Tulsa was shut out 1-0 earlier today by Utah. That's Justin Wells to backhand to Robbie Stucker, and he plays ahead to Jake Derflinger. Sets up Brett Budgel, who's pounded by Mark Duarte. And behind the net, TJ Fergus will find the puck for Rapid City. Begins the attack north. Jimmy Soper pushes the puck to Kelty Jerry Leon. It eludes both of them as Duarte comes together with Nick Campoli. We've seen Duarte play physically tonight. Chris Leip drives it on to Murphy, who punches it aside with the blocker. Jerry Leon steps to the puck. Leip remains with it. It rolls to Jimmy Soper, who alleviates the pressure to TJ Fergus and through the middle of the rink to Kelty Jerry Leon, and he'll dump it in. Iowa resets from behind their own net. Hunter Lelig to Nick Campoli ahead of the center ice stripe. Fires to Lelig. who drives it into the near side corner, taken by Nick Parody. He turned it off the skates of Yuki Miura. Picked up once again by Rapid City as Hardy goes behind the net. Parody finds the puck on the near side half wall, skates it out to the safety of center for himself. Play to the near boards, as getting wedged there was Brandon Yeamans. And meanwhile, the puck gets sent up behind the net by Parody to Kenton Helgeson. Steps into a pass for Yeamans. That may have been tipped by Aliardi behind the goal line. Yeamans the first in. Finishes the check on Ben Brinkman. Pulled free by Adam Goodsir. Up ice to Casey Dornbach. Toe drags and feeds the outside lane. It's Brinkman who dumps it in behind Connor Murphy. Wheeling to find the puck is Tyson Helgeson. Played up ice. Aliardi may have a lane. Stops and pops at the top of the far side circle. Drives behind the net for Brandon Yeamans. He's physical. Shoved his man off the puck. The Heartlanders have numbers there, though. Johnson turns it over in the middle of the rink, but given right back as Rapid City resets at center. Tyson Helgeson. Charles Martin is under this one and pitchforks it to the near side corner. 3:30 gone by in the second period. Helgeson from the near side point to Keanu Yamamoto. Lets it go. Blocked on the way in by Robbie Stucker. To the near side boards. Gravel intercepts the puck. Shoots it into open space. Charles Martin with a smart pinch behind the net. Stucker on his backhand. Feeds to Casey Dornbach. He pushes up the far side wing for Davis Kosh. Kosh is by one man but has no reinforcements going with him. Kosh loses the puck to four black sweaters surrounding him. TJ Fergus is the one with possession. Feeds up ice intended for Yamamoto. The pass is out of his reach. And this is icing against Rapid City with 15:56 left in the second period. Iowa will discuss things in a huddle as Brett Budgel has it. One for the Heartlanders. McKernan's bid blocked. Rebound chance for Johnson wide of the net. Murphy scoops it in the trapper and hangs on. Like that from Connor Murphy. Content to control the pace of play. Hudson Falls, New York native. Spent his last collegiate season, last two collegiate seasons for that matter, at Union College after transferring out of Northeastern. Face-off won by the Rush. Around to the near side boards. Reaching after it is Fergus. Battles ahead to Brett Gravel, the goal scorer. Off his forehand to Kevin McKernan for the Heartlanders. His defensive partner is Luca Hino. Stick handling with the puck at the far side boards. Turned it over. Logan Nelson steps by one man. Here he goes. Nelson on the drive. Centers. The shot is stopped by DeRitter. It was another grade A opportunity for Brett Gravel. Gravel scoops up the puck here. He's going to turn it up ice. Gravel to Logan Nelson, who lost his footing. Nelson to the near side point. Pass picked off by Jake Derflinger. And he fires to the far side corner. Murphy drops to a knee and covers the puck. Great play once again by Nelson for Gravel, and Drew DeRitter stands tall. DeRitter's played well. Connor Murphy dueling with him 1-for-1. Murphy referencing something here with John Linder, the referee. The goal line. All seems to be settled, and we're ready to continue play. Tie up off the draw. Kenton Helgeson is the first to the loose change. Steers it off of a stanchion, but it stays on the stick of Liam Coughlin. Off the near side boards and behind the net, Campoli. After the puck, it's taken by Nick Parody. Shoveled off the far side boards. Nobody up ice. This is icing against the Rush. 4:50 remaining here in the second period. Nick Parody, though, coming up on a birthday, January 2nd. No better way to spend it for him than getting his ECHL debut here tonight. We'll see what the future holds for Parody, as finding defensemen remains challenging in this league. And for the Rush, a couple call-ups and a couple of injuries have left them somewhat short-handed on the blue line, as you heard Peter Dco's reference in his interview earlier. Here's Parody driving on the backhand, steered away by DeRitter. That was a good chance for the rookie defenseman out of Pennsylvania. Left at the blue line by Aliardi for Tyson Helgeson, and he forges in below the goal line. Liam Coughlin picks it up for Iowa. Headman look for Yuki Miura. The stick was lifted. Icing therefore waved. Charles Martin first to the puck. Snaps it ahead off the stick of Aliardi and deep into attacking ice. Challenging is Maurizio Calella against Ben Brinkman, and the puck is won free by the Heartlanders. Snapped ahead towards Adam Goodsir. It's beyond his reach into the clutches of Connor Murphy, who hangs on for a whistle. 13:55 to go in this second period. Draw will stay in the Rush defensive end to the glove side of Connor Murphy. He's the other one who's forced to wear a different jersey number tonight, but one not unfamiliar to him. Number 1 for Murphy this evening. Rolls right back into him off the draw, and that will take us to immediate timeout. 13:52 to go in the second period here in Rapid City. Rush and Heartlanders tied at 1.
The holidays are finally here, but with money being tight and higher prices everywhere, it has made it difficult to save up for the season. Liberty Tax understands times are tough, and we want to help you bring joy to your family. Starting December 11th, you can apply for a holiday advance loan from $200 to $1,200 from Liberty Tax so that you can prepare that delicious holiday feast, shop for those special gifts, and celebrate the season by making memories that last. Visit any of the Rapid City Liberty Tax locations or go online to libertytax.com to apply for a holiday advance loan of up to $1,200. The process is quick and easy, and no W-2s are needed. Restrictions may apply. From all of us at Liberty Tax, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
A lot of us are living in tough times right now, and we want you to know Cory's Point S is always here for you. If you need tires, a large repair, or routine vehicle maintenance, our certified technicians know just what to do. And if cash is tight, we get it. We have easy financing with as low as 0% interest. At Cory's Point S, you, our customer, are always number 1. In good times and bad, locally owned Cory's Point S Tire and Auto Service is always here to serve you with 2 Rapid City locations.
13:52 to go in the second period. Iowa 1, Rapid City 1. With a face-off to the glove side of Connor Murphy, the RC defensive end. Jimmy Soper steers it back to the near side boards, and Mark Duarte grabs the puck from there and shoots it into attacking ice for Rapid City. Duarte behind the net punishes Ben Brinkman, but Hunter Lelig picks up the loose change. Lelig steps into a pass to Brinkman. It's a poor one, but Ben Brinkman is able to battle it back out to center. A reset, Helgeson along the blue line, offside against the Rush for an Olsen towing offside. So the face-off comes back out to center ice. Same group out for Rapid City. This line's been good tonight, though, for the Rush. Kelty Jerry Leon remains a real factor in the offensive zone. Jimmy Soper doing everything right now. He's winning face-offs. He's finishing checks. I love the pass to set up Alex Aliardi shorthanded yesterday. And we don't talk enough about Jimmy Soper and his ability to play in all 3 facets of the game, offensive, defensive, and special teams. But he's been sharp in all of those areas and is going to have a chance to possess the puck here in the far side corner. To Kelty Jerry Leon. At the far hash, Jerry Leon has the puck roll up on edge, and it's intercepted by the Heartlanders as a result. Kosh into attacking ice, double team, knocked down by Soper. This puck is rolled into the middle for Jake Derflinger. No real estate for him to work with. Derflinger to the near corner, and off-angle shots over the crossbar. Kevin McKernan hammers the puck behind the net for Davis Kosh. Centers, Derflinger punches it toward the net. Connor Murphy has it and covers. Oh, as he covers, though, it is a penalty called by John Linder for one more whack. And it'll be a slashing penalty against the Rush. And Zach Hoffman will have a seat. First penalty of the game against the Rush. Comes 7:22 into the second period. And Rapid City will have to call on their penalty kill unit. It's been a sharp kill this weekend for Rapid City. They are 9 for 9 against the Heartlanders here at the Monument. Face-off won by Logan Nelson. But the Rush unable to clear as Max Johnson sets it up and rolls all the way around to the far side boards. Brett Budgel, pressured by Nelson, steered up off sticks, an awkward bounce. Jerry Leon blows by his man and a shorthanded breakaway chance. Jerry Leon digs, shoots. Great stop by DeRitter. An arm is up from Evan Reddick in the far side corner. This slashing penalty will negate the Iowa power play and will go for a side. Robbie Stucker has a seat for slashing. And we'll open up some space 4-on-4 for the next minute and 40 seconds. That is great by Rapid City. And it's Jerry Leon again. He and Mark Duarte combined for a shorthanded goal. Jimmy Soper set up Alex Aliardi for a shorthanded goal. And Kelty Jerry Leon nearly went off to the races there. If there's such thing as a quote-unquote good penalty, that's it. And good on Drew DeRitter for making the save there, too, as Iowa holds tall. Toljan Dakota Asphalt's paving the way to victory. Rapid City wanted to maintain a high shot total on Drew DeRitter tonight. They're already up to 23. They have not crossed over 30 against the Heartlanders in shots on goal this year. Brett Budgel rolls it on to Connor Murphy, and he covers. Kenton Helgeson back with TJ Fergus on the blue line for the Rush there. Fergus, a former Robertson Cup champion, which is the champion of the OHL with the Erie Otters, same organization that produced Connor McDavid. Brett Budgel toes in for the draw here against Maurizio Calella. Won by the Heartlanders. Kevin McKernan along his attacking blue line to Budgel. He's double-teamed. Calella comes away with the puck, and the Rush have a 3-on-2 chance. Calella to Kenton Helgeson. Back for Calella. Kenton Helgeson winds and fires. Swallowed by DeRitter. There's Kenton Helgeson once again hopping up into the Rush. And not looking out of place doing it either. The only thing is, you don't always know what to do with a 6'3 defenseman lumbering down the ice, but he's a graceful skater, and when given space like that, can make plays. Another face-off win for the Rush. This one off the stick of Tyson Helgeson as he regroups in his own end. 11:35 to go in this second period. Score remains even at 1-1. Tyson gives to Keanu Yamamoto off of his forehand to Davis Kosh. Yamamoto stays with him and turns him over. Keanu Yamamoto takes it up to the far blue line. Now Martin, a cross-ice pass to Soper. Sets it up to Charles Martin as he rotates behind the net. Martin's the only one down there. Charles Martin skates it back up to the point. Thought about leaving it to Yamamoto, but he's pushed out to center by Hunter Lelig. Backhanded to Brett Gravel, who has the lone Rush goal of this game. Gravel, a one-touch pass to the point for Martin, floated into the near side wing. Keanu Yamamoto lets it drift to Kenton Helgeson to the near side hash. Kosh remains on him. Yamamoto to Gravel, a wrist shot kicked aside by DeRitter. Pulled free by Ben Brinkman. So the Rush will enjoy a 20-second power play momentarily. Casey Dornbach drives in for a wrist shot off the stick of Kenton Helgeson and out of play. Just as the penalty expires, Rapid City goes to an 18-second Powerade power play. Draw comes back to the near side circle in Iowa's attacking end. Campoli will face off against Maurizio Calella. Campoli wins it up to the point. Leip sweeps it back out to center for Justin Wells. And he will softly chip it behind the net. Rush will have one rush up the ice. Calella will be the one to take it. Down the near side wing, he sachets in. Lost the puck at the tops of the face-off circles. Miura ices it as the penalty expires. Nick Parody retrieves the puck from Connor Murphy. Finds Blake Bennett, who charges up with speed. Takes the middle lane. Bennett following the puck here. DeRitter reached out, ended up setting it on a tee for Blake Bennett. Bennett remains with the puck as Parity bullies his way deep in to the zone, but it's taken away by Iowa. Maybe a 2-on-1 chance. Leip floats it on net. Connor Murphy stops it in the butterfly and hangs on. We're halfway through the second period here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. 1-1, the score remains.
Celebrate the end of the year with the Rush. Join us December 29th against Iowa. Then, on December 30th, may the Force be with you for Star Wars Night, sponsored by the Hotel Alex Johnson. Celebrate with us by dressing up as your favorite character. On December 31st, you're invited to our New Year's Eve Glow Night, sponsored by Dakota Barricade. The game will feature a foam light-up baton giveaway sponsored by Veteran Painting and Veteran Roofing, and a post-game jersey auction. Rapid City Rush, raised on red. Tickets at rapidcityrush.com.
Rapid City Rush Hockey and the Rapid City Rush Radio Network, brought to you by our friends at Coca-Cola, by Black Hills Oral Surgery and Dental Implant Center, and by the Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Face-off comes back down to Connor Murphy's end. It's been a goaltender's duel in this one. 24 stops by Drew DeRitter. 19 stops by Connor Murphy. Both tenders beat only once. Brett Budgel toes into the circle for the Heartlanders, opposed by Mark Duarte. Budgel wins the face-off to Ben Brinkman, far side point. Lays it behind the net for Jake Derflinger, who is shadowed by TJ Fergus. Up to the far side boards again. Brinkman fires behind the net. Davis Kosh in front for Budgel off of his skates and kicked wide. Derflinger secures the rebound for Iowa. Steers it off the far side boards to Budgel behind the net. Reaching after it is Davis Kosh. He finds it, centers for Derflinger. A one-timer turned off of Zach Hoffman wide. Hunter Lelig pinches to find the puck. Derflinger at the top of the far side circle. Shoots for himself. Kick save by Connor Murphy. The rebound bounced out off the near side boards by Mark Duarte. He has Soper pressuring. Forces a turnover to TJ Fergus. Fergus steps forward with the puck, but he toe drags back into his own end to reset. Oakville, Ontario native TJ Fergus lays to Zach Hoffman. Took an awkward bounce off of his stick. Derflinger to Casey Dornbach. Driving in, pitches back for Derflinger instead of the point. Stucker's shot affected on the way through. Kelty Jerry Leon got his stick in the lane. Adam Goodsir to Max Johnson at the far side circle. Ben Brinkman lets it go on a one-time attempt that's pushed wide. Grabbed by Stucker. Fed below the goal line to Max Johnson. He'll let it lay there for Casey Dornbach, who was walloped in the far side corner boards by Mark Duarte. Picked up to Zach Hoffman, steered on the backhand to Kelty Jerry Leon. Whacks at it. Robbie Stucker keeps his skates firmly tied to that near side kick plate, holds the zone. Dornbach's centering pass blocked. The rebound lying about in the slot. Dug free initially by Rapid City. Soper pitches it off of Robbie Stucker. The second effort, that puck got out. This is offside. Right on top of it was Jack McQuestion, the linesman. And while that puck was in air, it was deemed to have completely crossed over the blue line. That means everybody has to touch up, and Iowa most certainly did not. 8:09 left in the second period. Logan Nelson wins the face-off for the Rush to Tyson Helgeson, who will skate behind of Connor Murphy and set things up. Starts off with a pass to the near boards to Charles Martin. Ahead of the red line, he fires it in. Drew DeRitter stops the puck behind the net, but he wasn't able to hold it for very long as Nelson went attacking after it. He's got help in the near side corner from Brett Gravel. 2-by-2 they battle there, taken away by Keanu Yamamoto. Yamamoto centers, knocked away by Chris Leip. The defenseman soccers the puck to the far side wing. Campoli for Leip. Shoots off the stick of Charles Martin and out of play. Another Tin Lizzy puck out of play as Rapid City continues to get sticks in shooting lanes. Strong crowd here in the wrap once again. Many undoubtedly will soon be heading deeper into the heart of downtown for the downtown ball drop this New Year's Eve. And we hope wherever you may be joining us from that you are enjoying your new year. Hunter Lelig into the near side corner. Davis Kosh, a centering pass. He's knocked down. Penalty upcoming against Rapid City. Derflinger backhands to center, intended for Budgel. Now Derflinger lost his footing as the Rush touched the puck. Tripping is the indication, and the Rush go a man down with 7:17 left in the period. For those of you keeping score along with us at home, official time of the penalties, 12:43 into the frame. Tyson Helgeson for tripping. Rapid City has killed off 10 penalties this weekend. They'll want number 11 here. Nelson, Jerry Leon, and Charles Martin, along with, I believe that is Kenton Helgeson on the far boards, and it is. That's the penalty-killing unit for the Rush. Robbie Stucker forced back out to center and finds Davis Kosh as Iowa will reset in their own end to start this power play effort. They only got 20 seconds of one before Robbie Stucker was forced into taking a slashing minor to negate a clean breakaway attempt for Kelty Jerry Leon. Rush have scored shorthanded in back-to-back games. Casey Dornbach totes it into attacking ice and feeds to Brett Budgel at the far point. He's forced back out to center. Stucker in trouble finds Max Johnson. It's a game of hot potato to find the open man for Iowa right now. Johnson has a lane, and he'll bring it into the attacking end. Leaves at the point for Davis Kosh. Scoots down to the near side hash. Centers for Johnson and steered up to the point for Robbie Stucker. Cross ice pass to Brett Budgel, standing at the Coors Light logo, far side blue line. Now Kosh, a one-timer, misses wide, catches the turn in the boards, and a free clear for Rapid City. The blink of an eye, already a minute gone by, and the power play chance for the Heartlanders. New special teams units for both sides. 6:10 to go in the second period. Brett Gravel's game-tying goal came 22 seconds into this first period. That knots it's up 1-1. Kevin McKernan steers to Yuki Miura, intercepted by Fergus. Back out to center it goes. Luca Hano will reset for Iowa. Hammers this around to the near side corner boards. McKernan charging after it. Gravel beats him with the puck to the near blue line. Hano across the ice to hold the line. Yamamoto battles with Luca Hano, who turns it to the near side corner for Nick Campoli. He feeds it up to the point for Kevin McKernan. Across ice pass to Adam Goodsir, tied up in his skates, and he'll roll it around to the near side boards. Hano centers to Yuki Miura. Now Kevin McKernan. Goodsir, far face-off circle, snaps it on net, and Murphy catches. Just 11 seconds to go in the power play chance for Iowa. It's the Rush penalty kill group. Stands tall once again. Well, even behind the big bushy beard, you could tell that Peter Dco was smiling. His penalty kill unit came into this game killing each of their last 9. They can finish off 11 seconds. It'll be 11 straight kills for Rapid City. Face-off won by the Heartlanders. McKernan walks the blue line, sets up a one-timer. Hano scooped up by Murphy. Connor Murphy in a nice rhythm in this hockey game as well. His first professional win came against the Heartlanders on October 20th of this year. 4-3 the final in overtime. Jared Gorley scored the game-tying and the game-winning goal. Jimmy Soper in to take the draw here. He'll go against Brett Budgel. Only 6 seconds to go in the power play chance for Iowa. Heartlanders win the faceoff. Derflinger to the near side point. Ben Brinkman lets it go. Kicked away by Murphy as the penalty expires. Budgel, the near side hash mark. Backhands behind the net. Picked up by Maurizio Calella initially. Pressured by Davis Kosh. The puck squirts free to the near hash. Jimmy Soper digs at it, but into the skates of Ben Brinkman. Cross-ice pass is sensed by Kenton Helgeson. He blocks it. Hunter Lelig with a drive to the net front. Sticked aside by Murphy. Back out to center ice. Reaching for it and finding it. Maurizio Calella has Soper going with him. Charges ahead to Jimmy Soper. A centering pass intended for James Hardy. Blocked by Davis Kosh on the back check. Now Kosh from the far side hash in his own zone. Headman's off of an Iowa stick. It was Budgel who touched it, but the Rush reset. Jimmy Soper lifts it into attacking ice and negotiates for space. The far boards, Pinching is Zach Hoffman. He took a cold shoulder. Hoffman maintains possession on his backhand. Scoops it to James Hardy, who turns to Mark Duarte off the bench. Duarte in front. A shot tipped on net by Hoffman, and a good stop by Drew DeRitter. That gives the Rush the lead in shots on goal once again at 26-25. Shooting gallery for both of these netminders in this hockey game. Hoffman to TJ Fergus. He punches it up ice. Off of Brandon Yeamans' stick, the reset back to Fergus. Steers to Yeamans on the near side boards. Drops for James Hardy. Hardy turns and shoots. Fought off by DeRitter, and he'll cover the rebound. Whoa, hang on. A mix-up at the far side goal post as we nearly went to break. Hunter Lelig tied up with Brandon Yeamans, and that will take us to a commercial. 3:52 to go in the second period. Square even, 1-1.
Like hockey, life is a full contact sport. When you get knocked down, ProMotion PT and the Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your team to pick you up and get you back in the game. We have the largest physical therapy group in the Black Hills with the expertise and knowledge to get you moving again. Whether you're returning to sports, work, or whatever you love to do. ProMotion Physical Therapy treats all orthopedic injuries with specialists certified to treat your condition. Don't let anything stop you from enjoying hockey or any other activity you love. ProMotion Physical Therapy at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your partner in physical wellness. With 3 clinics in Rapid City, we are committed to moving you. Call ProMotion PT at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center and get back in the game.
.352 remaining in the second period in Rapid City, South Dakota. Rush win the face-off as Kenton Helgeson dumps it behind the net. Maurizio Calella picks it up in the trapezoid, overworks his man into the far side corner. Calella hanging on to the puck as he rotates to the far side point, leaves it behind the net for Blake Bennett. Kevin McKernan was all over him. Calella comes in and forces a turnover on Adam Goodsir behind the net. Bennett shoving Kevin McKernan, who's the larger of the two, and Calella comes over to take the puck again. He's one-on-one against Chris Light. Rotates around the far side circle, hanging on to it. He shoots. It's off of a shin pad. Nick Parody now rolls it to the net front, off a body in front. McKernan was in the lane. Iowa just trying to settle it and get it out, and they do. Adam Goodsir, 2-on-1 defensively as he shoots, and Murphy sticks it into the protective screening for a Tin Lizzie puck out of play. 3:05 left in the second period. Good shift from the Aliardi, Calella, and Bennett line. Love that feistiness from Blake Bennett, too. Sets the table for Logan Nelson's crew to come out. Face-off won by Iowa eventually, but taken away by Keanu Yamamoto. Saucered up ice for Brett Gravel. He splits the defense. Lost the puck, but picks it back up on his backhand to Tyson Helgeson. Behind the cage, it's Robbie Stucker to the near side boards for Liam Coughlin. Far wing, Nick Campoli run in too hard. Good defensive play made by Charles Martin. Iowa resets along their own blue line. 2:40 to go in the second period. Heartlanders headband the puck. Backhanded in off the stick of Liam Coughlin. And now Yuki Miura to Coughlin. Rotating around the near side circle. Ran into his own man, who is his captain, McKernan. Now turned to Yuki Miura in the near side corner. Bouncing in the slot. Tyson Helgeson picks up the puck. Steers off the far side boards, but not out. Miura floats it up to the point. Light lets it go. It is wildly off frame. McKernan hangs on to the puck against Brett Gravel. Charles Martin joins into the fray along with Brett Budgel for Iowa. Puck is on edge at the near side boards. It is picked up and a hard hit delivered by Helgeson on Jake Derflinger. Rush battle the puck out as Yamamoto leaves for Brett Gravel. Gravel toe drag, sachets in, what a move, he shoots, DeRitter says no. Another good move by Brett Gravel as this line has created great opportunities. Big hip check by Logan Nelson in open ice. That's going to loosen up the puck and a chance for Jimmy Soper. Soper holds, centers to Nelson, it's off of his tape. The rough ice may have victimized him there. What an opportunity it was. Nelson set it all up with the open ice hip check. Fergus to Zach Hoffman. He looks up ice. Steps into a pass that settled by Jimmy Soper and shot into the attacking zone. South of a minute 20 to go in the second period. The far boards, Iowa looks to dig it out. McKernan headmans the puck. Brought ahead by Adam Goodsir. A head fake. Zach Hoffman having none of it. Forces Goodsir to the end wall. Goodsir finished off by Mark Dwart. A rolling puck swept at by Light. Won it back to Goodsir and behind the net for Brett Budgell. Budgell stations himself in the trapezoid. Centered to Goodsir. Swept away by Hoffman. An arm goes up here. Fergus got his stick tied up in Budgell. This is going to be a hook. Hoffman reaches after the puck. He touches it. And Rapid City will go a man down at the tail end of this second period. Third penalty of the period by Rapid City. This one comes 19-18 into the second. And it's Fergus for hooking. PK unit's been solid for the Rush. Logan Nelson out to take the draw against Brett Budgell. Nelson with a strong win, and this is hammered the length of the ice by Charles Martin. In the near side corner, good forecheck by Kelty Jerry Leon. He'll turn and twist back to the bench. Two fresh penalty killers on to join Martin and Helgeson. It's Aliardi and Soper who come on as fresh. Max Johnson has the Iowa goal in this game. He's dropped by Tyson Helgeson. Got it up to the point for Robbie Stucker, though. Budgell at the far point, 11 seconds to go in the period. Max Johnson sweeps it up to the far circle. Brett Budgell, across ice pass, blocked by a diving Jimmy Soper. Budgell fights for the puck, an off-angle shot caught by Murphy with 0.4 of a second to go in this middle period. Coming up during our second period intermission report, we will recap all the action here in this middle frame, including that goal from Brett Gravel. We'll also take a tour around the ECHL, where most games have now gone final. Seen some coaches here opt to pull their netminder. There has been one full second put back on the clock. Derek Damon is not going to do that. Nelson wins the faceoff, perfunctory at best. And that takes us to the intermission break. Rapid City answers early in the period, but no goals further than that. Through 40 minutes of play, the score, the Rapid City Rush 1 and the Iowa Heartlanders 1. Shots on goal in that period for the Rapid City Rush, 9, and a game total of 28. And for the Iowa Heartlanders, 10, and a game total of 26. We'll be right back after these messages with our second period intermission report. This is Rapid City Rush Hockey.
Get some distance and take a trip on the fly with Rapid City Regional Airport. Non-stop options include some of the most popular destinations in the country, like Dallas, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and more, with other adventures just a connection away. Make the most of your vacation time. Book your direct flight from Rapid City Regional Airport. Like hockey, life is a full-contact sport. When you get knocked down, ProMotion PT and the Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your team to pick you up and get you back in the game. We have the largest physical therapy group in the Black Hills with the expertise and knowledge to get you moving again, whether you're returning to sports, work, or whatever you love to do. ProMotion Physical Therapy treats all orthopedic injuries with specialists certified to treat your condition. Don't let anything stop you from enjoying hockey or any other activity you love. ProMotion Physical Therapy at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your partner in physical wellness. With 3 clinics in Rapid City, we are committed to moving you. Call ProMotion PT at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center and get back in the game. Elder Events Center is now open and booking your events. From intimate gatherings to championship games, the box is flexible to the ideas and inspiration of your event. With over 60,000 square feet of space, DMX audio-visual capabilities, equipment for turnkey sporting competitions, and a world-class banquet and catering team, our space is your space for an incredible tournament, reception, or convention. Connected to the Courtyard by Marriott behind Watiki Indoor Water Park. Think inside the box. Come on out to Shipwreck's Bar and Grill for great fresh food, laid-back atmosphere, and live music. Open nightly with seasonal menus and nightly specials. Enjoy our locally renowned walleye, burgers, steak tips, and the best Reuben in town. We feature a full bar, specialty cocktails, wine menu, and local rotating beers on tap to quench whatever you desire. Check us out on Facebook for our menus, nightly specials, and live music schedule. We've made a lot of improvements, so if it's been a while or if you've never been, come on out and give us a try. Located across the highway from Reptile Gardens.
We welcome you back inside our community. There are only a few things that are predictable in life, and South Dakota weather is not one of them. Make sure your heating and cooling systems are always ready to go, as either may be needed at any given time here. Evolution Heating and Cooling offers preventative maintenance to make sure they don't go down at 100 degrees when you're melting, or -10 and leave you an ice block. Our top-notch technicians will also come out and fix your system should it fail during those tough times, so don't worry about that. We work on forced air, heat pump, mini-split, and boiler systems. So give Evolution Heating and Cooling a call today at 605-393-9804 to schedule your appointment, or check out our website, evolution.com.
Welcome to the world of beauty and style. Do you dream of a career where creativity meets skill? Are you passionate about making others look and feel their best? Look no further than the Salon Professional Academy. We offer 4 exciting programs in the beauty industry. We teach with the latest tools and techniques, preparing you for a successful career. You can also visit us for all your beauty needs performed by students under the supervision of licensed instructors. Do not delay. Get your appointment booked now. 605-342-0697.
A lot of us are living in tough times right now, and we want you to know Cory's Point S is always here for you. If you need tires, a large repair, or routine vehicle maintenance, our certified technicians know just what to do. And if cash is tight, we get it. We have easy financing with as low as 0% interest. At Cory's Point S, you, our customer, are always number one. In good times and bad, locally owned Cory's Point S Tire and Auto Service is always here to serve you, with 2 Rapid City locations.
Welcome back inside the Monument Ice Arena, up in the Olson Towing broadcast booth. I'm Drew Blevins. 40 minutes of play in the books. We head to the final period of the 2023 calendar year. Somebody is going to score. We just don't know who, how, or in what fashion. And for the Rapid City Rush, this is a win of a period for me. I know you got outshot. Connor Murphy made good quality stops in this period, but Rapid City got back to their MO. I thought they were a lot sharper on keeping Iowa on the perimeter, even on their power play chances. Rush are going to have 1 minute and 18 seconds left to kill here to start this third period. But for the Rush, generating more and more and more chances, and I love that for Rapid City because we've seen this team have lulls at points, and it hasn't happened this weekend. And I think that's a big building block. And Scott Bird has mentioned to us about putting yourself in a spot and learning how to win. This is the exact same spot this team was in Allen a little over a week ago, where they were tied going into the final period at 1-1. The Rush took the lead, but weren't able to sit on it and hold it. You're in this situation again at the same score, no less. You're going to have to kill the penalty and then win the period to win the hockey game, and ultimately that's all you could ask. Meanwhile, for the Iowa Heartlanders, they're in the exact same boat. This is a Heartlanders team that is trying to avoid being solely in the cellar of the Central Division, and they're going to have to find a strong effort in the third period of their own to beat Connor Murphy. But both goaltenders are playing an exquisite brand of hockey so far, And I think it's important and critical to keep an eye on how this plays out, because this is one of those wins that carries a little bit more than just 2 points. Standings positions are on the line, and also momentum going into next weekend's series at BOK Center as well. We'll be right back after these messages to take you around the world of sports. This is Rapid City Rush Hockey.
Get some distance and take a trip on the fly with Rapid City Regional Airport. Non-stop options include some of the most popular destinations in the country, like Dallas, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and more, with other adventures just a connection away. Make the most of your vacation time. Book your direct flight from Rapid City Regional Airport. Like hockey, life is a full contact sport. When you get knocked down, ProMotion PT and the Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your team to pick you up and get you back in the game. We have the largest physical therapy group in the Black Hills with the expertise and knowledge to get you moving again, whether you're returning to sports, work, or whatever you love to do. ProMotion Physical Therapy treats all orthopedic injuries with specialists certified to treat your condition. Don't let anything stop you from enjoying hockey or any other activity you love. ProMotion Physical Therapy at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center is your partner in physical wellness. With 3 clinics in Rapid City, we are committed to moving you. Call ProMotion PT at Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center and get back in the game. The Box Elder Events Center is now open and booking your events. From intimate gatherings to championship games, the Box is flexible to the ideas and inspiration of your event. With over 60,000 square feet of space, DMX audio-visual capabilities, equipment for turnkey sporting competitions, and a world-class banquet and catering team, our space is your space for an incredible tournament, reception, or convention. Connected to the Courtyard by Marriott behind Waikiki Indoor Water Park. Think inside the box. Come on out to Shipwreck's Bar and Grill for great fresh food, laid-back atmosphere, and live music. Open nightly with seasonal menus and nightly specials. Enjoy our locally renowned walleye, burgers, steak tips, and the best Reuben in town. We feature a full bar, specialty cocktails, wine menu, and local rotating beers on tap to quench whatever you desire. Check us out on Facebook for our menus, nightly specials, and live music schedule. We've made a lot of improvements, so if it's been a while or if you've never been, come on out and give us a try. Located across the highway from Reptile Gardens.
We welcome you back inside our community corner.
There are only a few things that are predictable in life, and South Dakota weather is not one of them. Make sure your heating and cooling systems are always ready to go, as either may be needed at any given time here. Evolution Heating and Cooling offers preventative maintenance to make sure they don't go down at 100 degrees when you're melting, or -10 and leave you an ice block. Our top-notch technicians will also come out and fix your system should it fail during those tough times, so don't worry about that. We work on forced air, heat pump, mini-split, and boiler systems. So give Evolution Heating and Cooling a call today at 605-393-9804 to schedule your appointment, or check out our website, evolution.com. Welcome to the world of beauty and style. Do you dream of a career where creativity meets skill? Are you passionate about making others look and feel their best? Look no further than the Salon Professional Academy. We offer 4 exciting programs in the beauty industry. We teach with the latest tools and techniques, preparing you for a successful career. You can also visit us for all your beauty needs performed by students under the supervision of licensed instructors. Do not delay. Get your appointment booked now. 605-342-0697.
A lot of us are living in tough times right now, and we want you to know Cory's Point S is always here for you. If you need tires, a large repair, or routine vehicle maintenance, our certified technicians know just what to do. And if cash is tight, we get it. We have easy financing with as low as 0% interest. At Cory's Point S, you, our customer, are always number one. In good times and bad, locally owned Cory's Point S Tire and Auto Service is always here to serve you, with 2 Rapid City locations.
Welcome back inside the Monument Ice Arena. Let's go for a quick spin around the ECHL quickly. You know about a lot of these games, but a couple have since gone officially final. Earlier, Worcester defeated Reading 2-1 on the road. Adirondack defends home ice 3-1 over Newfoundland. Savannah 3, Atlanta 1. That's the final from Coastal Georgia. Utah shuts out Tulsa. That's big for Rapid City. If they're able to scrape 2 points away in this one, the Rush will be in sole possession of third place in the Mountain Division, going to BOK Center to face the Oilers next week. Kalamazoo shuts out Indy at home 7-0, the final there. Jacksonville over Cincinnati in Cincy 5-4. Greenville overcomes Florida 5-4. Wheeling over Norfolk 4-1. Lone goal in that game for Norfolk scored by Brandon Osmondson, the Chesapeake native who grew up right there with the Norfolk Admirals. Allen holds off a furious comeback from Idaho 5-4, the final from Allen, Texas. Toledo overcomes Fort Wayne 6-4 on the road. Kansas City has just polished off Wichita 9-2 as the Thunder are going to be left answering a lot of questions after a walloping like that. You know our score here is 1-1. Big-time games in the National Football League today. Of course, it started off last night with the Detroit Lions falling to the Dallas Cowboys. Going on right now, Packers have a 30-10 lead over the Vikings. They've just started the fourth quarter in Minnesota. Earlier today, Baltimore hammers Miami 56-19. Buffalo beats New England 27-21 at home. Chicago defends their home turf as they hammer Atlanta 37-17. That, believe it or not, does still set up the Falcons with a chance to get into the playoffs by winning the NFC South, because Tampa Bay fell to New Orleans earlier today. Colts 23 over the Raiders 20. Jaguars shut out the Panthers at home 26-0. That's a final. If you haven't seen it already, there is a circulating video of Panthers owner David Tepper throwing his beverage at a Jacksonville Jaguars fan out of a suite window. Texans beat the Titans today at home 26-3. Rams over the Giants 26-25 in New York. Cardinals beat the Eagles 35-31. 49ers over the Commanders 27-10. Steelers 30, Seahawks 23. That's the final. Kansas City defeats Cincinnati 25-17. And the Broncos beat the Chargers 16-9. Coming up tomorrow, it's Christmas Day for college football fans as we go into the college football playoff of the New Year's Six bowl games. Wisconsin against LSU in the ReliaQuest Bowl. That'll be a good one for number 13 LSU. Number 23 Liberty and number 8 Oregon in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. Tennessee and Iowa duke it out in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl in a top 25 matchup. And then the college football playoff, first at the Rose Bowl game presented by Prudential, Alabama and Michigan squaring off. Does Jim Harbaugh get the job done and get the Michigan Wolverines to a final? Or does Nick Saban continue to do what he does best, and that's win football games? And the last game will be Texas and Washington, the semifinal at the All-State Sugar Bowl. Texas, are they really, really back? Or the Washington Huskies going to a final this year? Sets up for a great New Year's Day of sport, and we hope you'll enjoy that one. But first, we go to the third period of this one. We'll be right back after these messages with puck drop of the deciding period. This is Rapid City Rush Hockey.
Welcome to the world of beauty and style. Do you dream of a career where creativity meets skill? Are you passionate about making others look and feel their best? Look no further than the Salon Professional Academy. We offer 4 exciting programs in the beauty industry. We teach with the latest tools and techniques, preparing you for a successful career. You can also visit us for all your beauty needs performed by students under the supervision of licensed instructors. Do not delay. Get your appointment booked now. 605-342-0697.
If you want to be your best, stand apart from all the rest. We're the ones to see at Bshp Cut Co.
Bshp Cut Co., Rapid City's newest men's salon, offers a salon experience in a barbershop-style environment. Located at 623 St. Joseph Street, downtown Rapid City. BSharpCut.com.
You serve proudly. Your country is better for it. What about serving again, this time for your community as well as your country? That's what you can do in the South Dakota Army National Guard. During natural disasters, you can be there for the people of your community. rescuing the stranded, delivering food and medical supplies, and bringing hope. Bring your experience and leadership skills home to South Dakota. Learn more about our part-time service at nationalguard.com/SD. Sponsored by the South Dakota Army National Guard, aired by the South Dakota Broadcasters Association and this station.
"20 minutes of regulation hockey left to determine a winner in the Black Hills of South Dakota. The Rapid City Rush and the Iowa Heartlanders have given us another dandy between these two teams. Iowa will have 1 minute and 18 seconds of power play time left off of a TJ Fergus hooking penalty at the tail end of the second. Drew DeRitter has stopped 27 pucks tonight. Connor Murphy has stopped 25. And it has been just a really, really good hockey game. When it's all said and done here, will be the final one of the ECHL's calendar year. And thanks so much for tuning in on Facebook Live, FloHockey.tv, and the Rapid City Rush Radio Network. As a reminder, you can catch every bit of ECHL action this season on FloHockey.tv, the official streaming partner of the ECHL. Don't miss a moment of the nation's premier AA hockey league when you log on to FloHockey.tv. Rapid City will go from left to right across your radio dial. And we'll see if Derek Damon and Joe Exter have something drawn up for this abbreviated power play to start the period. But first, a conversation between Scott Burt, Evan Reddick, and Riley Hickey. Reddick and Hickey being two of the officials. Reddick the referee, Hickey the linesman. And I'm not sure what the confusion was about. Whatever it is, Burt will assume his position at the perch behind his bench. And we're ready to go here in period number 3. But first, the Murphy's Pub and Grill Minute of Madness. And these fans are going to go absolutely banana lands. And that's going to make it difficult for this Iowa power play unit to do anything. Kosh slides to the far side wing for Brett Budgell. A cross-ice pass bounces off the near boards. Kosh regains it again. Davis Kosh from the near side corner. Swept at by Martin. He fanned on it. Davis Kosh forced behind the net. As Martin converges on him. Up to the point now. Budgell to Robbie Stucker and back for Brett Budgell at the far circle. Low wrist shot stopped by Murphy. The rebound taken by Max Johnson, roughly separated from the puck by Tyson Helgeson. Helgeson reaching after it. 25 seconds to go on the power play chance. Kosh to Brett Budgell, sweeps it to the net front. He missed the net. Now Casey Dornbach. He shoots, scores! Dornbach picks the near side corner, and a power play marker for Iowa. A minute and 1 second into the period gives them the lead. That is a difficult pill to swallow after Rapid City had really forced Iowa on the outside. Casey Dornbach is the goal scorer. And it will be his 4th of the season. It comes on the power play for Iowa. And now Rapid City has to find an answer of their own. Blake Bennett, the near side boards, raked free by Nick Campoli as he backhands into the attacking end. Fergus retrieves the puck for the Rush and brings it up the near side boards. Fergus to Alex Saliardi. The co-captain floats it to the far side corner for Blake Bennett. With a quick glance over his shoulder, he's pinned by Adam Goodsir. Iowa unable to clear. Fergus lines up for a slap shot. This deflects high on the protective screening and out of play with 18:21 to go in this third period. First power play goal of the weekend for Iowa. So they are 1 for 12 on the man advantage now. But they won't mind that statistic so much. They find a way to scoop up 2 points here in this one. Soper, Duarte, and Jerry Leon, the forward group for RC. Jimmy Soper wins the puck clean to the point. Kenton Helgeson hammers it off the far side linesman. That's Jack McQuestion who stopped the puck. Duarte's got it. Mark Duarte drives in a wrist shot. Stopped by Drew DeRitter and covered. I like that play by Mark Duarte out of the far side corner. DeRitter has been incredibly sharp in this game. He stays pinned on his blocker side. Rush did not see DeRitter on their trip to Coralville earlier this year. They saw Hunter Jones and Peyton Jones, and not seen a poor matchup in net from any of the goaltenders that have competed in this interdivision rivalry. Max Johnson turns to the near side point. Ben Brinkman to Johnson, swings it wide of the far side post. Chris Leip dumps it in behind the net. Kenton Helgeson picks up the puck for the Rush. Off the far boards to Jimmy Soper. Across ice pass is bounced back out to center, and now Jerry Leon's got it in the inside wing. Jerry Leon backhands to the slot. Pass is partially blocked. Nick Parody goes charging after it. Parody slides to the near side wing. Dumped right back in by Charles Martin. The far side boards, Brett Gravel. Dropped by Ben Brinkman. Johnson gets to the puck, steers to Adam Goodster, and up for Casey Dornbach, who has the difference-making goal. Floated into Connor Murphy, who stops it and leaves it behind the net. Charles Martin to Tyson Helgeson. Whacked at, but gives it off to Logan Nelson. He shoots from distance, caught by DeRitter. 17:07 left in the third period. So the Rush will leave the Nelson line out with Brett Gravel and Keanu Yamamoto. Face-off won by Iowa. Kevin McKernan drops to Justin Wells, and it's taken on the near side boards by Davis Kosh. Starts things off to McKernan, who shoots it up the far wing for Derflinger. He's hit by Helgeson. Creates space, though, for Davis Kosh. Met stick to stick on a good play by Charles Martin. May spring Logan Nelson down the near wing. He's hit hard. Got sandwiched between Davis Kosh and the linesman Jack McQuestion. Nelson right back to find the puck. Through the skates of Brett Gravel. Reaches out with one arm and pokes it to the point. Martin lets it go off a stick off of Budgel for another Tin Lizzy puck out of play. 16:32 remains in regulation. 2-1 Heartlanders. Rapid City wanting to keep the puck in the attacking end. And as you can see, there's no panic from Scott Burt, nor reason for there to be. So he's going to roll these lines with very easy chances. There it is! Brandon Yeamans hammers home the rebound. We are tied. Yeamans has been everywhere this weekend. He'll be rewarded here. You want to know why Scott Burt rolls his lines? Because you never know which one can score. They're all that good. Face-off win. Yeamans pushes to the middle. Scores. We're tied. Goal comes 3 minutes and 31 seconds into the third period. Mark Duarte should have one of the assists. I don't know if there will be another. Scooped up ice and on to DeRitter, who covers, and an attacking zone draw for the Rush again. It's Brandon Yeamans' third goal as a member of this Rapid City Rush group. And I think when you look at his game, the best way you can describe it is tenacious. He does everything you would want of a hard-nosed forward, and he'll be rewarded for plays like that. James Hardy lines up for the one-timer. Yeamans in the slot. Duarte steers it back to Hardy. Stick handle. He almost got it by Johnson, and back out to center it goes. Well, begging your pardon, James Hardy will also have an assist As Yeamans drives in with the puck, stopped behind the net by McKernan. And the Rush keep the puck in the zone. A takedown from behind, no call. Scott Burt wanted one, as well as did the rest of his bench and all 4,000 people in the building. Floated to the middle by Duarte. That puck is loose, and DeRitter, a starfish in the goal crease, has it underneath him. That puck had popped up in the air for a moment. McKernan and DeRitter come together. McKernan had to be careful not to be the one to cover it. That would have been a penalty shot in the goal crease. .15:36 to go in regulation, 2-2. We're going to get a brief break here as Drew DeRitter has gone over to speak with his equipment manager, Greg Angus. Greg Angus, beloved by Iowans, goes by the nickname Beef with a last name like Angus. How could you not? Just one of the genuinely nice guys in the equipment managers fraternity in the ECHL. Hammered from the point by Nick Parity, wide of the far post. Blake Bennett punches behind the net for Kallela. Maurizio Kallela rubbed out by Brett Budgel. Kallela stays with the puck, reaching for it. Aliardi. Now Kallela to Leip, who had his stick lifted behind the net. Kallela wins the puck there. A centering pass bounces out to Nick Parity. Probes and gives to Bennett a one-timer over the net. Stopped to the far side boards by the Heartlanders, but pitched too far up ice for Davis Koch. Parity, what a pass to Alex Aliardi. Dumped in, he hit Jack McQuestion, the linesman. Fortunate hop for Iowa. Derflinger nearly intercepted the puck from Parity, who's able to dish it off to Maurizio Kallela. Steered up the near side boards. A rolling puck will be scooped back up by Davis Koch. Koch shoots. He missed the net wide of the far post. Hammered back out to center by Rapid City. That puck is on edge and turned up ice by Ben Brinkman. Gives to Koch. Uncorks a slap shot off the stick of Charles Martin and well out of play. Charles Martin has been really, really good this year. Product of Wisconsin Superior, Division III school. Got a taste of the ECHL last year, but he's come in this season and been really good on the Rush blue line. He actually missed the first two games of the season against Iowa, but has seen action in most games since and has been sharp. Coughlin tried to dig the puck up the far side boards in his own end. Logan Nelson skates back and finds it. Nelson flings it behind the net, and it's rolled to the far side point. Long drive, stopped by DeRitter with Yamamoto getting tied up behind the net with Luca Hinault. Now Nelson grabs a man, and we're going to have a full-scale Donnybrook behind the net. Grabbing, holding. No clear-cut punches thrown, but frustrations boiling over here behind Drew DeRitter. Everybody skates away. And John Linder may bring that face-off outside the zone. He will. Rush want to know why. Mob of black sweaters around John Linder. Fans will howl about it as well. And he's allowed to do that after that scuffle on the covered puck, as that can be the intermediary instead of calling a minor penalty, but appeared to be enough 50-50 participation not to warrant that. Nonetheless, the Rusher back into attacking ice. Brett Gravel with his stick underneath of Kevin McKernan, pulled free by Ben Brinkman for the Heartlanders. To Goodsir, who got popped by Charles Martin. Rolling puck skated up ice by Casey Dornbach. Lost it to Logan Nelson. Nelson's the furthest up ice. Headman look. batted away by Ben Brinkman, who was the last man standing between Nelson and the net. McKernan hangs on to the puck as he awaits a line change for his team. 13 and a half to go, third period, 2-2 tie. Davis Kosh down the near side wing, chips it forward. Behind the net, Brett Budgell vies for it. Intercepted from him by TJ Fergus. Starts it up to Mark Duarte. Shovel to Soper. Cracks a slap shot on net. Kicked aside to Ritter. Soper's got the rebound chance. His bid is blocked. Hoffman reaching out for it, but this is offside. Fans don't like it. I think Jack McQuestion may have gotten that one right by 2 inches at most. 13:05 to go in the third period here in Rapid City. We're tied 2-2.
We are number one. So you can always be their number one. Black Hills Surgical Hospital and Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center. The number one hospital in the nation for major orthopedic surgery.
A lot of us are living in tough times right now, and we want you to know Cory's Point S is always here for you. If you need tires, a large repair, or routine vehicle maintenance, our certified technicians know just what to do. And if cash is tight, we get it. We have easy financing with as low as 0% interest. At Cory's Point S, you, our customer, are always number one. In good times and bad, locally owned Cory's Point S Tire and Auto Service is always here to serve you, with 2 Rapid City locations.
13:05 to go in the third period. Rapid City and Iowa tied 2-2. Goals in this period scored by Casey Dornbach on the power play. Brandon Yeamans answers off a face-off play, jamming at the net front. Face-off won by the Heartlanders. Jake Derflinger off his backhand into the far corner. Davis Kosh tracks it down. Kosh will get some assistance behind the net from Brett Budgell. He's knocked around. Davis Kosh gets back to the puck. Heartlanders keep it in the zone. Lipe, a long wrist shot. Pinballs around. Murphy blockered it down. It's the rebound picked up by Derflinger. A centering feed for Kosh. One-timer stopped by Murphy. Back to the blue line only. Chris Lipe holds the zone, but he bounced it right to Hoffman. Then up the far lane for Jimmy Soper. Intercepted. Stretch pass. Derflinger down the near lane. Backhands to Kosh. Davis Kosh feeds below the goal line looking for Liam Coughlin. Held by Justin Wells. Back for Coughlin at the far face-off circle. Cross-ice pass to Ben Brinkman, who takes it into the near corner. Brinkman wheels around the net and leaves it behind the cage for Liam Coughlin. Keeps it on the perimeter. Near side boards. Campoli with a bid. Blocked on the way through. Flipped up ice. Nearly a breakaway chance for Kelty Jerry Leon. What a good opportunity it was for Mark Duarte. Good chance. Brinkman in front looking for Coughlin. The pass deflected up and out of play with 11:54 to go in regulation. Mark Duarte nearly sprung Kelty Jerry Leon. He could have gone the distance if that pass had been lifted a little higher. Those two have found recent chemistry. You already knew about Keanu Yamamoto, Brett Gravel, and Logan Nelson and the way that line's operated. How about Maurizio Colella, Alex Saliardi, Blake Bennett? It is a Rush team that is firing on all cylinders, and this would mean a tremendous amount for the Rush to get the job done here in front of their home fans tonight on New Year's Eve. Nick Parody, the newest member of the Rush, gave it up to the far boards. Rough ride given there to, I believe, it was, well, never mind on that. Here's a drive, tipped just wide. Brandon Yeamans gets to the puck, and he feeds it up the far side boards. Yeamans tracking it down, intercepted by Luca Hano, starts the breakout to Adam Goodsir. To the near wing, hammered in by Max Johnson. Line change coming for the Deer. 11:10 to go in this third period. Rush will take their time getting the puck up and out of the zone. Tyson Helgeson up ice to Yeamans, and he'll spring a chance down the near wing side for James Hardy. Centering pass intended for Colella, does not make it to him. Big hit delivered on Nick Campoli by Yeamans. Out through center, Yeamans and Hardy have to touch up. They'll turn for a change. This is Justin Wells for the Heartlanders. Tarabi Stucker at the far side boards. Hammers a pass up ice for Yuki Miura. Stopped behind the net by Connor Murphy. He'll begin the breakout first to Charles Martin, and now behind the net for Tyson Helgeson. Tyson with a long look up ice. Slides to Charles Martin. He steps into a pass ahead. That's off a Heartlander stick. Kallela wins the foot race to it. Chris Light draped all over him. Kallela on his forehand still. Taken down. He plays through it behind the net. Double team. Kallela reaching for the puck. Raked away by Brett Budgel and given to Davis Kosh. He's ahead of the red line. Kosh flips a pass out to the far wing. Derflinger centers looking for Brett Budgel. Taken away by Hoffman. Up the far boards, Kallela hits Alex Aliardi. Punches it to the near side boards for Blake Bennett. Gives to Aliardi. He's got a seam. Aliardi toe drags. He fan of the shot. Taken by Ben Brinkman for the Heartlanders up the near side boards. That puck has some juice on it. This is icing. Halfway through this third period, Alex Aliardi had a good opportunity. And Scott Burt continuing to roll the lines, and no reason not to. Nelson, toe in for the face-off here. It's been sharp in the circle today as well. Rush overload the slot on this face-off. Nelson rakes at it, but could not win the face-off cleanly. Good forecheck here by the Rush, though. Force a turnover. Nelson shoots, punched away by DeRitter. Brett Budgel could not flip it around of Logan Nelson. He drives, centers, Gravel shoots. He hit DeRitter in the catching side shoulder. Fergus holds the line. His wrist shot is blocked to the far boards. Hoffman will take it back out to center. Zach Hoffman floats it into the middle. Here's Brett Gravel. His pass intercepted by Max Johnson and pushed up ice to Adam Goodsir. Stops at the far hash and leads Casey Dornbach. He, in turn, is hammered by Hoffman on the end wall. Stretch play. Nelson, with speed, beats out what would have been icing. Shucks off a hit from Kevin McKernan. The puck squirts free, taken by Hano, but not cleared. Kenton Helgeson holds the line. McKernan with a second effort. Keanu Yamamoto holds it in the zone. Yamamoto, second effort. Around him, Nick Parody all the way down, but icing. Iowa laboring. Second straight icing. Kevin McKernan, Luca Hano, Adam Goodsir, Yuki Miura, and Casey Dornbach trapped out there. Duarte to take the draw. Dornbach wins it. Duarte pinching up ice into the near corner, has the puck for a moment. Duarte sweeping at it, given instead to Adam Goodsir. His pass deflected. Jerry Leon fires off the outside shin pad of Kevin McKernan. Now Jerry Leon in front, a one-timer by Hardy fanned on, and cleared up ice by Yuki Miura. Fresh legs for the Heartlanders. Miura will stay to pressure Nick Parody. Parody kicks the puck up to his forehand, lays it ahead, intercepted by Campoli. His shot off the skates of Nick Parody and into the far side corner. Kenton Helgeson roughs up his man. Parody fighting for the puck. Campoli pinching. Good pressure applied here by Mark Duarte. Campoli to the net front. That puck's pinballing around and bounces to Robbie Stucker. He lets it go through traffic, off of a skate into the near side boards. Parody roaring for it. Can't win it. Justin Wells now lets it go behind the net. Parody follows the puck behind the play. Disrupts Yuki Miura. James Hardy reaches up and after it. Pulled free instead by the Rush, and here's Parody. Eyes ahead, lays it off the near side boards. Behind the net, it's stopped by Drew DeRitter. Davis Kosh feeds behind the cage. Justin Wells will start the breakout for Iowa. 7:35 to go in the third period. Tyson Helgeson for the Rush. All the way ahead. A one-touch play. Blake Bennett to Maurizio Kallela. They're onside. Bennett charging in after the puck on his backhand. Dropped for Kallela. Intercepted by Jake Derflinger. Aliardi cut him off. Into the middle for Kallela. Backhanded off the near side boards. Deep into Rush attacking ice. Justin Wells claps it around to the near side boards. Around to Aliardi. Line is held by Charles Martin. Lets it go from distance. Deflected by Kallela. Up and out of play. 7:06 left in the third period in the Black Hills. Still tied 2-2.
Come on out to Shipwreck's Bar and Grill for great fresh food, laid-back atmosphere, and live music. Open nightly with seasonal menus and nightly specials. Enjoy our locally renowned walleye, burgers, steak tips, and the best Reuben in town. We feature a full bar, specialty cocktails, wine menu, and local rotating beers on tap to quench whatever you desire. Check us out on Facebook for our menus, nightly specials, and live music schedule. We've made a lot of improvements, so if it's been a while or if you've never been, come on out and give us a try. Located across the highway from Reptile Gardens.
Rapid City Rush Hockey and the Rapid City Rush Radio Network, brought to you by Black Hills Oral Surgery and Dental Implant Center, by Coca-Cola, by the Rehab Doctors, Howard Johnson by Wyndham, Black Hills Surgical Hospital, and Fisher Beverages. 2-2, we are square even, 7:06 to go, third period. Kalela centers between Aliardi and Bennett. Hoffman and Fergus, the defensive pairing out for RC. Draw is steered back. Bennett shoots, hits a shin pad on the way through, and Derflinger is over to get the puck for Iowa. His pass deflected, but right to Brett Budgel. Good defensive stick by Hoffman. As he recovers to Maurizio Kalela. Now TJ Fergus from the far face-off circle in his own end. Headmans to Bennett. He chops it in. Line change coming for the Rush. Ben Brinkman behind the net. Starts things right up center. Ahead to Casey Dornbach. Uses the inside lane and loses the puck to Brett Gravel. Gravel can scoot from here. Lost the puck at the far side blue line. Dumped right back in. Iowa looking to go to work. Dornbach for the Heartlanders. Stopped at the far side half wall by Brett Gravel, who digs it free to Logan Nelson. Nelson winds it into the attacking end. Justin Wells tracks it down. Yamamoto on his back. A pass errant, intercepted by Kenton Helgeson. Now to Gravel. Puck up in the air, settles eventually, and Adam Goodsir dumps it in to Max Johnson at the near corner boards. Johnson overskates the puck, and the Rush get to it. Toted up ice, and eventually dumped in by Soper, who took a hard hit there. Or begging your pardon, that was Kenton Helgeson. He defends on the shot from Campoli. That is caught and held on to by Connor Murphy. 5:46 remaining in regulation. We go down the stretch before the new year. Next.
Your country is better for it. What about serving again, this time for your community as well as your country? That's what you can do in the South Dakota Army National Guard. During natural disasters, you can be there for the people of your community, rescuing the stranded, delivering food and medical supplies, and bringing hope. Bring your experience and leadership skills home to South Dakota. Learn more about our part-time service at nationalguard.com/SD. Sponsored by the South Dakota Army National Guard, aired by the South Dakota Broadcasters Association and this station.
5:46 remaining in regulation. Rapid City 2, Iowa 2. Rush with a win tonight. Overtake Tulsa for sole possession of third place in the Mountain Division. They will win their 6th consecutive home game, celebrate their 2nd straight home sweep, and will take the season series over Iowa with a perfect 5-0 record. Heartlanders trying to dig themselves out of a tie in the cellar of the Central Division. 1 point, the Heartlanders were second in the Central, falling into that tie for 6th. Tyson Helgeson to the far side boards for Jimmy Soper. Tyson gets it back, and now Soper at the far boards. Headman look. Mark Duarte flips it off of Justin Wells. That puck oscillates for a moment. Nick Campoli just fires it into open space, and Tyson Helgeson tracks it down. Helgeson lost the puck initially. Campoli takes it away and drives up the middle. Here's Nick Campoli with a shot. Caught by Connor Murphy. .5:19 left in regulation. Rush change lines here. The Face-off goes to the blocker side of Murphy. So we near the 5-minute mark remaining in this game. Snapped off the near boards. Speed from Blake Bennett. He's by everyone. Bennett never got the shot off. Well defended by Lipe. He moved it back to the middle. Bennett wanted a penalty badly. Now a chance for Davis. Kosh the other way. Lifts it off the far side post. Brett Budgel in front. Hoffman defends the pass to the near side glass. Kosh shoots low. Budgel has the rebound. Fans on the shot. A ricocheting puck pulled free. 3-on-2 chance for Rapid City. Blake Bennett down the near boards. His pass blocked. Bennett shoots in and out of the glove of DeRitter. Into the near side boards it goes. Bennett behind the net. Aliardi scoops up the puck. Alex Aliardi rotates for Fergus. Lets it go. Blocked by Derflinger. He's hampered by it. Fergus again. Turns away from pressure from Kevin McKernan. Derflinger laboring here. He stays out there. A drive from distance. Caught by Drew DeRitter. Jake Derflinger will be assisted by Riley Hickey to get back to the bench. Fist bumps await him. Big play. Rush keep the attacking zone draw in their favor. 4:22 to go, third period. The Nelson line out. Logan Nelson battling off the face-off. It's won by Casey Dornbach for Iowa. Heartlanders couldn't clear cleanly. Yamamoto had the puck, but I believe that hit the protective screening there at the far glass. Face-off should stay in Rush attacking ice. And it will. Logan Nelson battling once again. Face off to the end wall. Unable to get it in time. Nick Parity. He's on his horse as Max Johnson goes driving. The two former teammates in Fayetteville converge as Johnson nearly found Casey Dornbach. Big hit at the far side boards. Hammered back in by Iowa. Adam Goodsir turns for Johnson. A one-timer fanned on. Loose puck. Poked ahead. Brett Gravel chips it down the near wing. Logan Nelson shoots off the stick of Robbie Stucker. Gravel over to pressure Johnson, who lifts it off the far boards. That puck's going to stop before the goal line. Headman look is Helgeson. Tyson Helgeson feeds Yamamoto. Drops for Martin. A one-timer created a rebound chance for Gravel. Poked wide of him by Drew DeRitter. Iowa slows things down. Nick Campoli pauses for a brief moment in his own end. Skates it through the center ice circle and dumps it in onto Connor Murphy. Caught in his glove for a moment. Leads for Tyson Helgeson. Tyson on his forehand. Flips the puck end over end, but gives it away to Davis McKernan back at his own blue line. Pushes it up ice to Brett Budgel. He curls to Ben Brinkman. Brinkman's down the near side boards, watched closely by Charles Martin, centering feed for Davis Koch. The pass betters him, back out to the blue line, but not out. Budgel holds the zone, but Tyson Helgeson brings it ahead. He fires it over top of Drew DeRitter. Kelty Jerry Leon, the first after the puck, matched up by Wells. Jerry Leon with a puck tied in his skates. Budgel pulls it free out to the far side boards. Here comes Iowa. Dumped in, Connor Murphy reaching after it, flails to sweep it into the far side corner. Rush take over from there. Shoveled up ice, maybe a chance. Maurizio Colella hits Jerry Leon, he shoots, big rebound, Drew DeRitter! Twice on Jerry Leon with the game on his stick, and DeRitter stands tall. Earmark that one. That's a great play all around. Jerry Leon with a right shot, low and hard, created a rebound for himself. And Drew DeRitter stays on top of his goal crease, challenging. 2:32 left in this third period. Both teams scored bang-bang to start this third period. Not about how you start, about how you finish. Max Johnson wins the puck up ice. He's matched up by Fergus, who drops him promptly at the far boards. Good play. Ben Brinkman overskates the puck at the near boards. Aliardi raked it free, couldn't pull it all the way out. Brinkman to Max Johnson in the far boards, behind the net for Casey Dornbach. Dornbach sidesteps his man, pushes in front, but it's intercepted. Here's Colella going with Aliardi. Bennett is the trailer. Line change coming for Rapid City. Aliardi's into attacking ice. A toe drag. Centering pass. Batted out of the air. Blake Bennett leaned on by Dornbach. Brinkman up for Adam Goodsir. Slides through one swipe. Aliardi touched the puck. He had no choice. This is offside. South of 2 minutes to go in regulation. Oh, boy. And this is going to be deemed an intentional offside, which brings the face-off down to Murphy's end. That makes it a degree more challenging. False start off the draw. Liam Coughlin thrown from the circle as Nick Campoli will come in and take the draw now. Face-off won by the Rush and played up ice by Tyson Helgeson. Yamamoto has a bead on the puck, reaching for it. Clubbed back in by Nelson, but Campoli takes it from him. Lifted all the way down. Yuki Miura's on his horse. He's got it. Miura wedged to the inboards by Tyson Helgeson. 90 seconds to go in the third period. Logan Nelson on the near side boards. Up ice, corrals the puck. He couldn't hold it long. Justin Wells steps forward. Miura plays up ice for Budgel down the near side wing. Taken free by Tyson Helgeson. Tyson lifts it all the way down to Keanu Yamamoto. Stops and sent one defender flying. Yamamoto rotates at the far blue line. Keanu Yamamoto shoots it through traffic. Big rebound off to Ritter and to the far side of the net. It was nearly jammed home by Gravel. He'll get a second chance. Gravel hits the trailer. Jerry Leon is in. He could get the shot off. Still loose. Mark Duarte wraps around behind the net. Duarte hanging on to the puck. Curls to the middle. They score! Kelty Jerry Leon delivers. 46 seconds left in the game, and the Rush are ahead by one. An unbelievable play. The net front scramble is poked home by KJL. Wow. Officials have gathered as Iowa will call timeout. Oh, hang on here, folks. Hang on here. This goal is going to go under review. I'll see if we can pull up a replay up here in the broadcast booth and get a second look at it. So the question, I believe, is goaltender interference 1, and Jerry Leon popped the puck up in the air, so 2, did it enter the net? Let's get a look at it here. Our off-ice crew in Rapid City, fantastic. Gravel to Jerry Leon. There's no contact at the net front with Kenton Helgeson on the first pass by. This should be a good goal. This should be a good goal based on what I just saw. John Linder and Evan Reddick are having a long look at this. And the broadcast angle, so if you're following along on FloHockey.tv, you'll see the puck clearly went in the net. Linder says it stands. As well it should. Jerry Leon from Duarte. Here's the overhead look. This is a beauty. Kelty Jerry Leon. Fantastic. So now it is a race to the finish for Iowa, and an empty net, it may not matter. Great play made defensively on the Soper bid to the empty net. Played up ice into the clutches of Murphy. He'll keep it rolling. Rapid City is going to find us a way to secure this win. Luca Hano down the near boards into the middle. Curling with it. It's to the net front. A chance in front. Diving over Charles Martin. One more bid for Iowa. Pin behind the net. It is over. Happy New Year, Rapid City. 6 straight wins at home. We'll see ya in 3rd place in the Mountain Division. This one belongs to our city. Unreal. The Rapid City Rush improved to Hockey 500, 14-2. They take all 10 points on the year off the Iowa Heartlanders. We'll be right back after these messages to wrap it up from Rapid City. This is Rush Hockey.
The Box Elder Events Center is now open and booking your events. From intimate gatherings to championship games, the Box is flexible to the ideas and inspiration of your event. With over 60,000 square feet of space, DMX audio-visual capabilities, equipment for turnkey sporting competitions, and a world-class banquet and catering team, our space is your space for an incredible tournament, reception, or convention. Connected to the Courtyard by Marriott behind Waikiki Indoor Water Park. Think inside the Box.
The South Dakota Army National Guard pays 100% of your in-state college tuition while you serve your community part-time. Learn more at nationalguard.com/SD. Sponsored by the South Dakota Army National Guard. Aired by the South Dakota Broadcasters Association and this station.
Get some distance and take a trip on the fly with Rapid City Regional Airport. Non-stop options include some of the most popular destinations in the country, like Dallas, Minneapolis, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and more, with other adventures just a connection away. Make the most of your vacation time. Book your direct flight from Rapid City Regional Airport. Celebrate the end of the year with the Rush. Join us December 29th against Iowa. Then, on December 30th, may the Force be with you for Star Wars Night, sponsored by the Hotel Alex Johnson. Celebrate with us by dressing up as your favorite character. On December 31st, you're invited to our New Year's Eve Glow Night, sponsored by Dakota Barricade. The game will feature a foam light-up baton giveaway, sponsored by Veteran Painting and Veteran Roofing, and a post-game jersey auction. Rapid City Rush, raised on red. Tickets at rapidcityrush.com.
What a hockey game, and no better way to ring in 2024 than with a thrilling regulation victory. Kelty Jerry Leon has the game-winning goal. We turn your attention to the scoring summary of today's game. Rapid City falls behind. This will be the 3rd time this year they've won when not scoring first. Opening goal of the game belongs to Max Johnson as he scored his first of the year with the Heartlanders, 5:44 into the first period. That was the first whistle of the hockey game we had, believe it or not. And Iowa would maintain that lead going into the second period. That's when the Rush were able to capitalize just 22 seconds into the frame. Brett Gravel from Logan Nelson. That made it 1-1, and we would stay there through the second period. As if mirroring each other, a late second period penalty turns into an early third period power play goal for Casey Dornbach. Makes it 2-1, but it's a critical goal from Brandon Yeamans to answer just 3 minutes later. That makes it 2-2, and then you get a mad dash to the finish. And you could sense that Rapid City believed there was blood in the water because they just kept hammering, and it was all three lines for the rush. Kalela